Toot-roo, everyone. Welcome. Hello. Hi, Sam. Hello. How's everyone? I hope everyone's good. We had a nice chill day yesterday, and today it's time for story. I almost forgot the closed captioner today, but I remembered. That's why I wasn't quite on track with the timer. Because I remembered at the last minute to get the closed captioner opened up. But even if it was last minute, I remembered, and that's all that matters. I have a cat in my lap. You're tired, but you had a burrito for breakfast. Ooh, burrito. What kind of burrito? Was it like standard breakfast burrito, or burrito? I like burritos. Like them. Beef and cheese. Best kind of burrito. Yep. Good choice. Do you like burritos with beans or without beans? That is the question. The truest question. With or without beans? You don't do breakfast burritos? Yeah. Breakfast burritos are a lot of work if you're making them yourself. I agree. Usually, when somebody tells me they had a breakfast burrito, I just assume it's one of those, you know, frozen, throw it in the microwave breakfast burrito. Your mom has a bean paste you use? Like, refried beans? I like to try and want to get pre-made burritos anyway. I like to try and find them without beans. Because it's not that I don't like beans, but the pre-made burritos, whenever they have beans in them, it's always just like a ridiculous amount of beans and very little of everything else. Ah, no frozen things in the morning. That's probably a good idea. But yeah, like scrambled eggs and bacon and sausage, or like hash browns or whatever you want to put in there. Very good, like, weekend breakfast if you want to get up in the morning and make something. Touching something cold gets you too awake too fast? Oh no. See, I was thinking more like a lot of frozen things are just laden with salt and preservatives. And that's probably not the best start to your morning. That's why I wouldn't do frozen things in the morning. Because, oof. Where's the... Oh, I see it. Where'd the hilly turtle go? Damn it, nope. I think this is the first time I've ever gotten caught at this camp. I couldn't see where they were. I think its name thing was behind the boxes.
Your life is mine.
Just have 2 glasses of water to cancel out the salt. Oh, that's so much water. I don't think I could drink that much water all at once. I do not drink enough water. This is definitely true. I drink very little. You know, that's actually one of the things that's supposed to be really good to do in the morning, though, is to drink, I think it's 8 ounces or 10 ounces of water right away when you get up. You eat a lot? I mean, I do eat a lot. I have pretty high metabolism. I think I might eat slightly less than I used to before my thyroid dropped out. And by that I mean my thyroid stopped producing the thyroid chemicals. So, oh, hold on. Calm down, Automod. It's okay. It's okay. I understand, Automod. but I promise it's okay. Anyway. Yeah. At a certain point in my life, my thyroid just stopped producing the thyroid chemicals. And so I have medication for that now because my body produces none. But before that, my metabolism was crazy high. And I was hungry all the time, and I could not maintain my weight for anything. I was always incredibly underweight. When I was a kid, like, dangerously so. That was bad. It took a lot of work to get up to a more regular, healthy weight, and even more work after that just to not lose that healthy weight. And then suddenly my thyroid dropped out, and we didn't realize this at first because I had a bad doctor. But that's a whole other rant. But basically I gained some 30 pounds in a month, which was crazy because I never gained weight. It was a struggle just to keep my weight. So it was like, no, something is wrong. Ended up getting a new doctor, and they did blood testing. And they actually wanted to do, like, brain scans and stuff because there was other stuff going on. And they were very concerned. But we did my blood work and found out that my thyroid was no longer producing thyroid hormone, and was like, well, that explains everything. So that was fun. Yeah, it might have actually. Thyroid may have actually went Super Saiyan in the first part of my life. But didn't have plot armor. Oh no. Yeah, that's actually that's a running theory with my current medical team, is that when I was young, I may have had a undiagnosed hyperthyroidism. I now have hypothyroidism. But they think that growing up, I might have had hyperthyroidism, and that's why everything was just ridiculous and crazy out of whack. I just realized I made all of my resin into condensed resin, and I still have weekly bosses to do. Oops.
Thank you for
Guess we'll finish weekly bosses tomorrow. We have like one left, I think? Two. We have two left. Ah, gosh. Oops. Big oops. Habits. Well, anyway, we can go do domains. That's what we'll do. We'll try and get the good things for Zhao. Continue our mission. But yeah. That was, it's a fun time. TLDR, when I was young, I did not get the medical attention that I needed. I was very neglected. And we probably won't ever go into that much. Because I don't really like to. But yeah. Thus, a lot of things being... My doctors think this is what happened. When I go into stuff like that. Because that's all they can do is guess. Yeah, I'm glad I'm doing good now, too. Life's a lot better now, you know? It tends to happen when you're actually taking care of yourself. Let me just use this, so I'm not wasting the energy I'm getting. There we go. Worthless. Ow! Oh, jeez! Oh! Do you see that narrowly avoided laser beam? Good job, us! Holy... wow. This is why I never stop moving. Unless I'm on Ningguang. Ningguang's fine.
My great undertaking.
Moment of truth. This could be it. We could get everything we need in this moment. Nope. And nope. But we can keep this one. Next. Try again. I love the blue of this outfit for Ningguang. I do. I really love the blue. I wish that the shorts were black. But I love the blue. I also wish her hair didn't split in two. I would like it better if it didn't do that. But it's fine. Oh no! Oh, I forgot that Zhao has no HP! Oh, jeez. What have I done? Oh, we need a lot of HP. Oops. Sorry, Zhao. That's my bad. Not checking HPs before we continue. No clapping me. No.
Solidify.
It's nothing. Your life is mine.
Stop
Don't
pushing
waste
me.
my time.
Let's not forget to heal Zhao this time. That could have been horrible. Poor Zhao. Let's see. We'll go with sushi. That's what we were giving him before, right? Yeah, sushi. I think Zhao would like sushi. I think he would. He likes, grilled fish, so maybe he would also like sushi. This could be it. Nope, that's HP. That's a real nice HP piece, but, that's not it. This one's okay. We already have a good feather waiting for Zhao. We really need, a goblet, timepiece, and circlet. We need 2 of those pieces. So if we could get any of those and get 2 of them, then we'd be set.
Stabilize. I will have order.
No! Ah!
It's nothing.
They broke the screen before I could get through it.
Feel this ancient power.
Stop! The laser beams! Oh, it's now time. There we go. Now we can do screen.
Submit.
Evil conquering. Here.
I'm surprised that all 3 of these are still alive right now.
Retribution.
What? Oh geez, we must have run out of shield. Whoops. Zhao is so squishy, we need to do something about that. I should probably get shields back up, huh? I don't have a healer in my party. Maybe we should get a healer in the party, you know, for Zhao's sake. We keep feeding him so much food. There we go. And sushi. Even Ningguang got a little beat up. Well, nothing for Zhao. Meh. Last try. This could still be the run. This could be. We could get 2 of the purple pieces that are good for Zhao, that fit into the 3 categories that we need 2 pieces to fill. It's still possible.
Witness my great undertaking.
It's nothing. Submit. Don't waste my time.
This is order. Feel this ancient power.
And done. Last chance for today. Could be good, yes. Neither of them are good for Zhao, but could still be good pieces. That's kind of the problem, is we get pieces that could be good, but they're never for Zhao. Alright, one more daily housekeeping. We have to check for our majestic sea flaps. We have to check them every day, because I have no idea when they actually reset. Like, I don't know if ornamental fish can just randomly spawn any time at all, or if they only reset on the 3-day timer with everything else. I don't know. Well, there's not one down here today. Pick up the mushrooms on the way. We make chicken and mushrooms sometimes for quests. Looks like no pancakes today. No majestic sea flaps. No flapjacks. Nope, none today. Sad. I want to see... I want to go check this one real quick. Just to see if any pufferfish spawn. Because if they do, then we know that yesterday, when we were checking, they just hadn't reset yet. So I still need so many bitter pufferfish. Okay, yeah, so they just hadn't reset yet yesterday. Because we have fish now. This is good. There we go. We need these green ones specifically. The bitter pufferfish. I've been catching all of them because I figured, you know, why not?
Steady now. It's the final stretch. Whoa, nice catch.
Alright, so that's one. Which if these are out, then it might be a good idea to do a quick lap and just check our places. I don't remember which ones are just for pufferfish. I think all of the spots I have marked are like ones that have pufferfish or koi or like, exclusive to that fishing spot fish. So, like, the Zippy Zap angelfish, I have them marked. Oh. Maybe we can get a nighttime koi here? It might be a nighttime koi. Yes, it's a nighttime koi! Oh! Excitement! Better than in real life fishing? Maybe. Maybe. Oh, I don't want that one. Yeah, no, I don't want that one. I want the decorative one. I want this one. The ornamental one. That might be too close. Yep, that was too close. Okay. Now we have to wait. Holy, wow. Wow. You are really far out of the fishing place. I can't get any closer to it. No, turn around, come on. Please. I have to catch you before daytime. Because you'll despawn. Why does it have to go the opposite way? Now we're gonna get the other one again. Come on. Come on. We're gonna get the other one again. It was so close, too. Come on. Yes! Finally! Oh, I'm so excited. I love the blue koi. They're so pretty. Did you know that the rays change color when they jump out of the water in Enkanomiya? I don't know if they do it in the ponds, too. But they do it in Enkanomiya where you catch them.
You've got it! You got it!
We really need to actually put a pond in our Serenity pot so we can see what fish we have to put in. I could have definitely done it without Paimon. Definitely could have done without Paimon. Now I think this one can spawn pufferfish. I'm starting to kind of remember where the pufferfish spawns are. In Mondstadt, at least. Let's switch to daytime. The different fish spawn at day in some... What is that? Oh, that's his idle animation. Oh, I've never seen that before. Hi, Teal. To Drew. So we just maybe confirmed that our fishing spots probably hadn't reset yet yesterday. Because we found pufferfish.
Thick enough, we can eat it.
Also, we got a blue koi for our future pond that doesn't exist yet. And now we might be able to get a snowfish. Oh, wait, are those the... No, that's not the angel at the other place. So, our decorative fish is a Medaka again. But we need to get rid of it so that we know if there's a different decorative fish later. Ah, we scared it. Whoops. Gotta wait for it to stop doing the zoomies. We got too close. We'll catch this one, even though we definitely do not need any more goldfish. Because we want to be able to tell if there's a decorative fish here. We did not get any new pancakes today.
So close.
No
so
majestic sea
close.
flap flaps.
Stay cool.
Yay!
Celebrate.
No, not time to celebrate, Paimon. We have so many goldfish. I gotta make it nighttime because I don't know if the snowfish only spawn at night here. And I want to make sure I check.
Reduced
Yeah,
to
they're
just
only at
standing
night.
around. How absurd.
You shush. Zhao, this is how you fish. I want to make sure that's not decorative. Okay, no, it's not. So I know there are pufferfish up here.
Demons do not stop for the rain. Move.
Okay, Zhao. I like the rain, though.
Boring.
Would be so much easier with Klee. No, Klee would make them delete us. She would blow them up. And then we wouldn't be able to catch them. They'd just run away. Ah, that was too close. I tried. Now we gotta wait. Okay, it's calm. There we go. These are the ones we need. These green ones.
You've got it. You got it.
If you have explosives, it would work. Not in Genshin. In Genshin, that would just scare them away. Or kill them, and then I wouldn't be able to collect them.
Nice catch.
Yes, another one! Oh, lucky! Oh, we weren't close enough. Come on. Yes. It worked out anyway. We're getting kinda lucky today. Whoops.
Victory is almost ours. Whoa, nice catch.
Yes. Got two of them. Now do daytime thing. Because there's a lot of nighttime fish there right now. It's okay, Zhao. You're okay. I don't know if this spot spawns pufferfish or not.
Boring.
And there's actually a name for catching fish by using explosives. I can't remember it right now. It might be frag fishing. But yeah, highly illegal. No puffers. I don't know if this spot actually spawns any or not. But that's why I have to check it, because I'm not sure. Yo, on the positive side, I'm increasing my stock of raw meat by doing these rounds. Because I don't really do a whole lot else that brings me around areas I can restock my meats. So this is good. I'm pretty sure this one does not spawn pufferfish. I think it's just the little goldfish that spawn over here in this river. Look at that crane. Doing the flip-flaps. Ah, not fast enough.
Useless.
Yeah, Yeah, I think this one's always just the little fish. No, no, jump. There we go. Glider, please.
Useless.
Noob noises. This one might spawn pufferfish. None today, at least. I'm pretty sure this one over here is mostly koi fish. Which means we stand a chance of getting something decorative. Crane noises. I love cranes. I love crane noises. No koi fish today. Huh. Pretty sure that one usually has a decent amount of them. I don't think pufferfish spawn down here. But I do want to check this one, since we know there's a unique angelfish that I want here. Ah, no puffers. I'm pretty sure there's no puffers that spawn there. This one... I don't remember if they can spawn here or not. Eventually, we'll have memorized which ones spawn puffers. And then we won't need to know anymore, because we'll already have the items. That's how it works, right? You memorize it once you don't need to know anymore. No buffers. This one's always koi. And we need to check this one at the end of the docks. The long run. Get to listen to the chill music. And get over to this cliff so we can jump from it. Maximum gliding distance.
Useless.
Useless. I need to start equipping that gadget to make us glide faster again. At least until we start doing chasm stuff again.
Boring.
Boring. Xiao doesn't like gliding. Only zooming is fun. Oh, there's something decorative there today. Alright, well, let's catch this... Whoops. There we go. Catch this puffer, and then maybe another puffer will spawn. Okay, I think we still need 5 more bitter pufferfish. Or no, didn't we need like 12 or something? And we've gotten 3 today? Noob noises. He's gonna scare away the fish. $13. Noob, come here. Come here. No, come here. Come. I know. I hear you. He's complaining. Oh my gosh. Okay, we gotta get closer to the fish. It's not coming to us. I'm annoyed at this pufferfish. Seriously? Finally. Need to catch this one so we can see if there's any bitter pufferfish waiting to spawn. Stop thrashing. Okay.
Look at that! Quick, let's go show it off!
So, another pufferfish. But not a bitter pufferfish. Well, let's catch it and see if a bitter pufferfish spawns. Or it could just swim away. Ah. Yeah, let's try switching it to day or to nighttime and see if those other fish go away. I don't want to catch a pufferfish that I don't need. Want the green ones. Oh, there are more. Well, good thing we just changed the day-night cycle instead of repeatedly trying to catch pufferfish to see what would spawn. Down to the docks. Maybe today. Maybe today is the day. I doubt it, because we need so many pufferfish. But maybe. At the very least, we are getting closer to our goal.
Steady now, it's the final stretch! Wow, Paimon's stomach is rumbling already!
There might have only been one here. Oh, one more. Do thing. Thank you. Ah. Waited too long. No. Stupid pufferfish. Stop moving as I throw the bait. I don't think we can get close enough when it's that far out. But we scared the other pufferfish, and that is a success. We're still gonna get the other one anyway, aren't we? Yep. Come on. Do it. Yes. Fish get. I wish there was a way I could, like, slowly reel the line instead of just always the same really fast reel. This one does not have fish. It only has the purple fish. And I think we might have still needed 2 of the purple electro angelfish over there. But for now, it's still daytime. So we can check for our pufferfish. Yes. Good. We're getting a decent amount today. You would move. You would move as I'm throwing the bait out. Just like the other ones. Rawr. Ah, not close enough. Well, it might turn around. Maybe. Yes. I wish you could turn ornamental fish into regular fish to turn in. Because I bet I have a decent handful of these that are decorative that I'm never going to put in the pond.
What is it? What is it? Is it another Paimon?
No, it is not another Paimon. It will never be another Paimon.
The damned will sooner die again than lay a hand on me.
Good. They shouldn't lay a hand on you because I will destroy them. Boat. I think they're called Raime angelfish over here, if I remember correctly. They only spawn here and they only spawn at night. And I think we need 2. Oh, there's a decorative one. That's neat. I wasn't actually paying attention to know that that was the decorative one. I'm just trying to catch any of them. Because we need to catch them at all, period. So it doesn't really matter which one we catch. How close do you have to get to the bait to notice it? I wish they would let you have better camera angles for fishing. Because, like, the further the fish away, or further they are away, the harder it is to tell how close you are to them.
You've got it! You got it! Whew, that was a tough fight.
That's probably too close. No? Well, good. At least we didn't scare it away.
Victory is almost ours!
The worst thing is when you get that gold bar and the fish is thrashing and you lose all of your progress.
Yeah, you nearly got him!
God,
Well, you couldn't have done it without Paimon!
I could have done it without Paimon. Stop trying to take credit for my fishing. It's right next to you. Please. It's right there. Why do these ones have to be so difficult? Hello, Asami. Too true. How are you? We're trying to convince this very stubborn angelfish to notice us. Notice me, senpai. Oh? Oh? Yes! I am doing well. I'm glad you're doing okay. We tried to go fishing yesterday when we were having our chill stream. But I think the fishing spots hadn't reset yet.
It's the final stretch!
Because we didn't find, like, any bitter puffer fish, but now we're finding some today. So we must have just been a day early.
Wow, Paimon's stomach is rumbling already!
We are almost ready to do story things. We have, I think, 4 more spots to check. Because there's 2 we can check in the chasm, and this one, and then I think there's one in, I can't remember the name of Sango no Miya. That's where it is. I don't actually know if any pufferfish spawn at this location,
I don't
but
concern myself with the weather.
I've been checking it. Alright. And we've got 2 to check in the chasm. If you missed it yesterday, this is how you get to the... What is it called? The underground waterway. Go to this teleport point. Go left, past the Sealy. Through the camp of the friendly Fatui who give you a quest. Or frenemies. Don't check the bucket because it's just a hydro slime. Grab some star shrooms on the way. And just follow the hill all the way around. Did one of the slimes just yeet itself off the cliff? Okay then. Goodbye, little friend. Yeah, it yeet itself off the cliff. It's down there. That's kind of silly. It chose its own way to go. Yep. It'll be fine, it's a slime. And this is how you get to the underground waterway and the fishing spot. Let's see if we can, like, get over there without triggering this fight. Yeah, no pufferfish here today. Probably because we just grabbed them yesterday. But we can check this one too, just in case.
Useless.
Because I have no idea how the fishing timers work. Oh! We climb in trees! Vines? Trees. Vines.
Boring.
And no puffers. Alright. I think that's all the spots we can check. So we might have enough to get one of these now, but we'll still have one more left after that.
Do not stop for the raid. Move.
I wasn't planning to, Zhao, don't worry. I like the rain. Yep, we have enough for one. So we still need 7 more bitter pufferfish. In 3 days, maybe we can get the last 7. Maybe. But now it is time for Yelan. How do we get to Yelan Story? Aw, you burned your hand in steam? That sucks. That, like, actually, legitimately, that is painful. I hope it's okay. You know, just
The rain stopped. I don't concern myself with the weather.
Okay, Zhao. I hope it was just, like, a mild, just hurts burn and not, like, serious damage burn. Oh, we need to go up. Climbing goes!
Uncle Tian, we're here to chat with you.
Hi, Tian!
Oh? What a lovely surprise. Welcome.
I like your beard.
Portia, why don't you go downstairs and get the shopkeeper to make us a fresh pot of tea?
Yay, tea. I like tea.
I heard that you've been traveling all over the place recently.
I have.
I would very much like to hear your adventure story.
Oh, I have tons of adventure stories, Tian. I don't know. You're gonna need a lot of time to hear them all. But how's you?
Hoishin told you, didn't she? Don't worry. I'm quite all right. It's just the years gradually catching up with me. As I grow older, I'm starting to find that with many things. Though the mind is willing, the flesh is weak. Especially recently, I've noticed a rather drastic drop in my energy levels.
Aw.
I am still very much in good standing as the Tianshu today. Nevertheless, I wish to pass on the position before my mental acuity begins to decline beyond redemption.
That's probably a good
How
idea.
difficult is it to transfer the Tianshu position?
I imagine it's hard.
Well, you see, the Tianshu is a rather unique position among the Liyue Qixing. Historically speaking, the Tianshu rarely appears in public. We stay behind the scenes, planning and giving advice, so a public selection process would not be suitable. We also want to keep any prospective Tianshu candidates free from influence by outside forces, so we tend to be as discreet as possible in their assessment and appointment. For these reasons, the incumbent Tianshu typically recommends their candidate of choice, and this is then approved by the other Qixing members.
Okay.
So in other words, you pick someone, and then Lady Keqing, Lady Ningguang, and the other Qixing appoint them?
If they approve of them.
Correct. Unfortunately, due to my health, I won't be able to assess every candidate myself. Not to despair, however, because I found someone exceptionally capable to act on my behalf as assessment officer. In fact, I believe you recently became acquainted with her yourself.
Oh? Who is it?
I'm heartbroken. I thought it might take you a little longer than this to forget all about me.
I didn't forget about you.
It's Yelan!
Jackpot. Uncle Tian here asked me to assess 3 candidates for him. Fancy joining me? You'll be among the first to get to know the next Tianshu. Might be a good opportunity for you.
Sure.
What do you think?
I like judging people. I'm very good at judging people. Let's go.
Paimon thinks so too. It can't be a bad thing to be on good terms with a new Qixing, right?
Sure.
All right then. Though, I gotta say, Uncle Tian, you say you're into behind-the-scenes planning? My work's of the covert variety too. Don't you think I might make a good Tianshu?
Mm,
Yelan, you want to be the next Tianshu?
maybe.
I'm not opposed to the idea, but I suspect Ningguang wouldn't let you go very easily after how long you've been working together. So, how about this? If your investigation reveals that none of the other candidates are qualified for the position, I'll recommend you for the job.
She's gonna be the
Deal.
new one.
Well, you guys take your time. Everything's all set for the assessments to go ahead. Meet me on the first floor when you're ready. Until then, have a pleasant conversation. Oh, and no need to pay for your tea. As the new owner of this fine establishment, this runs on the house.
Nice.
You're all set?
Uncle Tian seems really worn down. It's like all his energy's gone.
Age will do
Yeah.
that.
It may sound harsh, but Uncle Tian is past his prime. He's not cut out for this anymore. So he's recommended 3 candidates. Their names are Qinwei, Mingbo, and Zhi. Qinwei is a wealthy entrepreneur. Mingbo works at the Liyue Ministry of Civil Affairs, and Zhi is focused on study and travel. Try to keep all that in mind. Of course, it doesn't really matter if you forget, since we'll be assessing them at Yuehai Pavilion in a short while.
Qianwei, Mingbo, Zhi. Paimon should be able to remember their names, but what does the assessment involve exactly?
Let's leave that until we get to Yuehai Pavilion. All right. Heads in the game, people. The stakes don't get much higher than a change in the Qixing. We can't afford to miss anything, no matter how small.
Got it. We'll keep our eyes wide open.
Get your tape. Tape them eyes open. No falling asleep. I know story time's comfy, but Yelan says we gotta keep our eyes open. So get your tape. Drink some coffee. It's time. Time to judge people. We've been given permission. Where am I going? Oh, we need to do the ups. Have a good day at work, Sam. Thanks for coming. You got Amber C6 in a single pull. What? You got you got 6 Ambers in one pull? I'm confused. I don't even know how many Amber I have. We haven't done pulls on the standard banner in forever. We have so many. Oh, I just want to get these fish because they're easy. What horrible luck. I mean, unless you like Amber, then that's great luck. Right? Oh, you got her 6th constellation in a single pull. Oh, like you pulled one time. Got it. I get it. I figured it out. I was slow on the uptake, but I got it. This is horrible because it's Amber. I mean, I don't disagree. I don't like Amber. I find Amber incredibly useless. And I also don't like her personality. But that's just me. Okay, we gotta do the ups. Keep getting distracted by easy fish. This used to be a regular part of my rounds. I would come up through here to get the glazed lilies and the silk flowers. And I'd get all the fish.
My legs are getting sore. What is wrong with this assessment officer? This is a huge occasion and I don't even get a chair.
Well, you're not gonna be the candidate. You made a bet with a friend if you got C6 before September, you would 90 her. Oh no. You have to 90 her and use her for 1 week. Aw. Well, maybe you'll like her? Maybe it'll be fun?
I've
Maybe?
dealt with all kinds of people in my time, but never have I been made to stand while I'm waiting for an appointment.
Yeah, you're not the candidate.
Oh, I mean, I think it's fine.
You're on thin
That's
ice.
called being complacent. If you're happy to just accept the way things are, you'll never be able to change anything in the future.
You already lost
Oh,
your position.
come on.
Bye.
That's just... Now you're just being unreasonable.
You're on thin ice.
All right, you two. Let's not get into a big argument over this. It's not worth it. Qianwei, that was a bit uncalled for. And Mingbo, cut him some slack. We've all been standing around for a while. It's natural to be getting irritable.
Now you're on thin ice.
Look, how about this? There's no rule saying we're obliged to stand up while we wait, so why don't we borrow some chairs from the guild nearby?
Okay.
Fine. They're not the best quality chairs, to be sure. But under the circumstances, it would be better than nothing.
I don't like him.
It looks like all 3 candidates have arrived.
Oh, it was those 3? Well, we've already eliminated one for you. And the other one is on thin ice because they gotta work on their confidence a little bit. And the third one is very reasonable, but maybe a little bit too reasonable.
Mm-hmm. We'll meet them formally soon. Before that, let me run you through the assessment process.
Oh, I already assessed them. But sure, give me more.
I've split it into 2 stages: current affairs and planning, and face-to-face interview. In the first stage, candidates are required to submit a manifesto for Liyue's development. In the second stage, we will ask them some questions in person. Writing a manifesto takes time, so I informed them of this requirement in advance. These are the reports they submitted.
Wow. One of them is really thick.
I bet it's the complainer.
It's also worth mentioning a stipulation I gave them. Whoever is appointed as the new Tianshu will be expected to implement their plan as put forward in their manifesto. Failing the occurrence of some cataclysmic event, they will not be permitted to change their plan. Therefore, these 3 piles of documents in front of us represent where each candidate stands on key policy issues. There's still some time. Have a skim through, get a first impression of what each person's proposing.
I have a problem with that, because people's opinions can change. They can gain more information on a subject than they had in a past. And their opinion can then change based on the new information they've gained. Once you've stated an opinion on something, there is nothing saying that you have to keep that opinion forever. If you're wrong, you're wrong. You get new information, it's okay to say, you know what? Now that I know this, I've changed my mind. I disagree with you telling them that they cannot change this plan once they become Qixing. I disagree.
I'll be waiting off to the side. Just let me know when you're done.
It's okay, we can respectfully disagree. Check the manifestos. Okay, well, let's just start right off with this one. Addresses many commercial issues and provides some very penetrating analysis. His view seems to be that regulations and incentives are both indispensable. Yeah, I think I can agree to that on some level, yes. But I guess I need to further understand what you mean by that. Covers domestic affairs, foreign affairs, and checks and balances, all in great detail. Good. Focus seems to be problem solving. It provides concise and clear solutions to various problems. Also good. Hi, Def! Toot-roo! How are you? We're judging people. It's so thick that you only have time to skim through it, roughly. We should read it properly. I'm surprised, though, that, the super thick one wasn't the dude complaining. Covers domestic affairs quite comprehensively, focusing on people's livelihoods. Okay. Core principle seems to be the greater good means a world that works for everyone. Yes. Okay. I'm doing well. I'm glad you're doing good. We've already eliminated one candidate. These guys. See, this guy is just a jerk who would definitely abuse his position. He's also entitled. This guy seems alright, but he lacks confidence. We'd have to work on that, but he might be okay. This guy is very reasonable, and I like him a lot, but I'm concerned that maybe he's too reasonable. I don't know if his being reasonable towards this guy was just kind of like what I usually do, where I'm just being reasonable so that they'll calm down. Or if it was being too reasonable. And if it was being too reasonable, then he's on thin ice.
Finished, huh? What did you think?
I was surprised that the super thick one wasn't the entitled jerk complaining about everything and anything.
Everyone took it very seriously.
Of course they did. They have the chance to be picked as the new Tianshu, so you can bet they're putting their best foot forward. And keep in mind, whoever gets in has to execute their plan as written. Nobody wants to have any regrets.
I think you're a little too stringent on that rule. I think we should talk about that. But, for now, respectfully agree to disagree. What did you think?
That's for me to know and you to find out.
Of course
We
it
can
is.
talk more after the interviews. We'll see the candidates now. Let's do one at a time. Start with Chenwei.
I love that she gets to hear my opinion. But when I want to have her opinion, I don't get the favor returned. I don't get her opinion, but she gets mine.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't even want to talk to this guy. I already saw what he's like.
Oh? So you two are the assessment officers, are you?
Okay, leave. Bye. You're not doing any better.
That given the great import of this situation, Lady Ningguang would perhaps be assessing us in person.
Bye.
I certainly hadn't imagined I'd be seeing two entirely unfamiliar faces.
Bye.
I trust you've read through my manifesto? I'd be more than happy to clarify any details you found difficult to grasp. It was written with an expert audience in mind, after all.
You know what? I'm real done with you. Bye. If it was my decision, bye. You should never be in any position of power or responsibility. You are a horrible leader. You can leave. You can't see it, but I am flipping you off. Bye.
Mind your tone, mister.
Thank you, Paimon.
Relax. It wasn't intended as a personal slight against anyone in particular.
Oh, really?
I was simply stating a fact.
Oh, really? No, that was not intended as a personal slight. That was hella high and mighty of you, and very, very much meant to be insulting. Bye. Did you learn from Cloud Retainer? No. There is a big difference between the way he talks and the way Cloud Retainer talks. Cloud Retainer just has no idea how to communicate and thinks very highly of themselves. They do not talk down to people as if they are below them the way that this guy does, okay? You leave Mama Bird alone.
Cloud Retainer? You know this Adeptus?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, yes, I remember now. You must be the traveler that people are constantly talking about.
Let me guess. Now your tone is going to change dramatically because you've realized that I'm not some lowly peon that's not worth your time.
With your sterling reputation, you must have a respectable level of erudition.
Yeah.
Perhaps you will be able to understand the concepts I have put forward. Yeah, although I shouldn't get my hopes up.
You know what? Bye. Goodbye.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
Please introduce yourself.
I'm, Mingbo. I work in the Ministry of Civil Affairs. I've worked there for, 9 years, 5 months, and 3 days. In that time, I've handled, 2,347 cases.
My friend, please. You're so nervous. It's okay. Just woosah a little bit. I can't tell if you're nervous because you just find social interaction very anxiety-inducing, or if it's just that this is such a big deal and that's making you nervous, or maybe some combination of both. It's okay. Like, I can just hear you running out of breath as you're talking because you're so nervous. By the way, great voice actor. Woo-saw, it's okay.
I have 12 active cases at the moment. They should be concluded in, 16 days? My current work is related to urban planning, and I'm also responsible for, auditing the accounts. To be more precise, there are 3 parts to the accounts, namely...
Breathe.
Is it just Paimon, or is he not very good at public speaking?
He doesn't have to be good at public speaking for this. That's okay. But we should probably work on his confidence a little bit.
You know what? Let's leave the self-introduction there and move on to some questions.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
It's okay. You're fine. Thin ice.
Hello. Not gonna lie, I'm feeling a little nervous.
That's all right.
What would you like to know? You're here to assess me, so ask away and I'll answer your questions to the best of my ability.
Good start.
Your manifesto is very wide in its scope, but you don't seem to be personally involved in many of the specific fields. How can you be sure that you have the ability to put your plan into action?
I like Yelan.
Very fair question. I completely understand where you're coming from. But I'm confident in my plan. I've visited many different places, talked to lots of people with far more expertise than myself, and my manifesto is the conclusion of these efforts.
I like him. I like you. Okay. Well, now why am I gonna not like you?
Of course, two different problems can be interconnected in very complicated ways, and you might reach two very contradictory conclusions depending on which one you're focusing on. What I've tried to do is strike a balance. In other words, present an optimal solution to all the problems as a whole.
How do you plan to determine whether you are right or wrong about your proposed solution being the optimal one?
A great question. Well, I'd start by having my colleagues and the secretaries of the Yuehai Pavilion evaluate any proposals before implementation. Post-implementation, it would all come down to the results. If it turned out that my judgment was to blame for poor results, I would take responsibility.
Nice answer. All right, next question.
I like this guy.
He seems like a great guy. Everything he said was thoughtful and logical, and he was just a pleasure to listen to.
Now I want to watch him when he doesn't know I'm watching.
Here's my take on what we just learned. As you saw, Qianwei is highly knowledgeable. He proposes many excellent ideas in his manifesto which effectively target the big issues. But he is very proud and incredibly stubborn. He doesn't care much about other people's feelings. Mingbo's plan is more thorough and more measured. You can tell he's meticulous in his work, very detail-oriented. But he and Qianwei are otherwise polar opposites. Mingbo is not very articulate and comes across as very timid in conversation.
Perfect summary. Paimon couldn't agree more. You're good at this, Yelan.
Hydrate's
Last
accomplished.
but not least, Zhi. His manifesto is full of pertinent details, his methodology is sound, and his proposals cover a broad range of fields, which is quite a rare feat. The depth he goes into in each and every area means it can only be a product of painstaking work. Plus, he is modest and good at dealing with people. But what really interests me is that many of his views happen to coincide with Uncle Tien's. Having someone like Zhi take the position would certainly put Uncle Tien's mind at rest.
Great.
We'll see. Let's go back and report to Uncle Tien.
Now see, I want to observe him when he's not here by appointment. I want to make sure that this isn't just some act that's being put on so that he can get the position. That's what I want. I want to see him in his natural environment. I want to do some stalking. Not actually, though. Don't stalk people. I'm joking. Haha, funny. Wait, no, we need to go up there. I almost forgot it's up here. I'm stuck. We observed your people. We like the third guy. The other two... The first one is a no. Hard no. The second one is... could be worked on. Would probably be okay. The third one, though, he seems alright as long as we get to see him in his natural environment and he's not just pretending. I'm concerned about him being the same as you, though, if you
I see.
aren't happy with the results you had.
More or less as I anticipated.
All right, then let me ask this. The ideas in Zhi's manifesto are very similar to your own. Is there any particular reason behind this?
Oh, I didn't want to say anything when I gave you the list of candidates, for fear of affecting your judgment. But I can tell you now. Those three candidates have all studied under me in the past. It's only natural that they share some similarities with me.
The dude who's a complete and total jerk studied under you? You might need to work on your mentoring skills. Unless he was just a real tough cookie.
But Qianwei went on to focus on his business, and Mingbo has always been occupied with his work at the Ministry of Civil Affairs. Of all of them, Zhi was with me for the longest duration.
Whoa! So how did did you get to know them all, Uncle Tian?
Interesting question.
Wei was referred to me by an old friend. Mingguo came to my attention in the course of my work. And as for Jerry, that was pure happenstance. We first met while fishing. Gradually, as we got to know each other, we started discussing all sorts of topics. Jerry came from a poor family, and his parents died when he was very young. But he was a gifted student and a fast learner. He reminded me of a younger version of myself. So I started out giving him a few words of advice when we were out fishing and noticed how quickly he got on.
Aw. Sounds like a good kid. Does kind of sound like family. Yeah.
Quite. And now, all of a sudden, he's grown into a mature young man. It's a joy to see, but it also gets one thinking. The young are growing up, and I am growing old. How time flies. No one can escape the cycle of life.
I don't know, Uncle Tian. You still seem in pretty good shape to me. You might have another few years of work left in you, don't you think?
You're being hopeful, huh?
Oh, you. There's really no need to console me. Having less energy than I used to isn't such a bad thing. It just means I finally have a good reason to retire and spend my days doing what old men like me should be doing. Going fishing whenever I feel like it.
Sounds like you sure love fishing, Uncle Tian.
Ooh, there's nothing quite like fishing to pass the time. Ooh, and freshly caught fish, they make the most beautiful fish soup with barely any preparation required.
So, what I'm hearing is, we should be asking Uncle Tian where we can find all of the bitter pufferfish. The whole time we needed to talk to him. That's what I'm hearing.
Fresh fish soup. Sounds tasty.
Doesn't it? Also, some time ago, Jerry purchased a very special recipe from an old fisherman.
Special recipe, you say? Special recipe, you say? I like recipes. I especially like special recipes. Do you think maybe he would share it with me?
When we've been fishing recently, Jerry always brings some extra ingredients he prepared in advance. The addition of these makes the soup taste even more wonderful.
I would like the
That
recipe.
flavor makes for a fond memory. But at my age, who knows how many more chances I have left to taste it again.
I'm sure you have tons of chances to taste it, especially since you like spending time with him. I'm sure you'll get to taste it many more times. Especially with you talking about retiring and going fishing whenever you want to. You're gonna go fishing a lot. You'll probably get to have lots of fish soup. Especially if you freeze some of them so that you can continue to have fish soup even on the days when you don't go fishing. And I'm sure you do that because you're a smart man.
Oh, can Paimon come next time too? Paimon really wants to try it.
Paimon, you are prone to falling in the water and becoming a fish yourself that needs to be fished out. I don't think it's a good idea for you to go fishing.
Let's get back to the matter at hand. Uncle Tian, we've reported back. Do you have a verdict?
I appointed you as the assessment officer, and I trust your judgment. Had you not asked me why Jerry's ideas were so similar to mine, I was not going to mention my history with any of them. This decision must be guided by what is fair and right. Please disregard all other considerations and make your final decision only after a thorough review of each candidate's talents and capabilities. Remember, you must be thorough.
Understood. Come on, let's go talk somewhere else.
Bye-bye, Uncle Tian. Look after yourself.
Bye-bye. Secret talkies?
So, it's gonna be Jiri, right?
Well, what do you got?
His manifesto was written well, and he's the best speaker.
It doesn't matter if he's a good speaker,
Easy.
Paimon.
Let's not rush. There's no time limit for this assessment.
Huh? So, are you gonna give them more tests or something?
No, nothing like that. The assessment itself is complete. But let me give you a word of advice. Things are not always as they appear.
Are we gonna do the thing that I want to do? Are we going to observe them in their natural environment? I want to observe him in his natural environment.
The biggest no-no in intelligence work is to only get information from the person of interest themselves.
Yes.
The truth is almost always hidden beneath many layers of deception.
You're right.
You have to get information through many different channels.
This is why I
For
like you.
example, Wenyuan, Shanghua.
Yes?
Lady Yelan, what are your orders?
Ugh! Who are they? Where did they come from?
I don't know.
Did they scare you? These two are Wenyuan and Shanghua. They work for me.
They have nice
As
coats
my
too.
trusted assistants, they are always standing guard nearby. They also perform various assignments as required. Shanghua is a business expert who gets his information by trading. Wenyuan relies on word of mouth. And there's also Upei, who's not here right now.
That meathead must have been out there on sea surveillance for some time now. Is he all right? I seem to remember that he can't swim.
Oh no.
Nothing can take that guy down. Certainly not a little wind and waves.
Shanghua, visit all the commerce guilds and look into Qianwei's background. Wenyuan, go to the Ministry of Civil Affairs and look through Mingbo's work files.
Yes, ma'am.
So what about Jiri?
Jir-E, well, obviously as the most promising candidate, we will be investigating him ourselves.
Yes.
Let's go to the docks first. Lots of people passing through there. You can find out all kinds of things.
If we're looking for information, why don't we try talking to Bulai, the owner of Wanyu Boutique?
Oh, here we go.
He does business at the North Wharf. Maybe he has some news for us.
That's actually not a bad idea. Let's go and ask him.
He's super shady. But he always gives us the best info. Good call, Paimon. I stuck.
Huh? What's Bulai doing here today?
Isn't that the guy we're following? Oh, no, that's Bolai. Same outfit.
Look, your asking price for this batch is just too high. I can't buy in at this price. How am I supposed to turn a profit?
You doing shady shit again,
Come on,
Bolai.
hear me out. I'm telling you, this is the single best batch of Sunsetias ever. You won't find anyone who disputes that.
I'll dispute it.
I accidentally dropped one into a well, and even the water turned sweet.
Neat.
Even so...
All right. I'll let you in on a little secret. The boss of Second Life also wants to buy from me, but I haven't responded yet.
Uh-huh.
If you won't take him, I'll just have to partner with them instead. And neither of us wants that.
Okay, well, when you put it that way, I'll accept your asking price. I'll take all your stock. Don't sell a single one to Second Life.
This guy knows what he's doing. I want to talk to this guy who's selling to Bolai because he's smart. He's got his information. He knew how to manipulate Bolai. I don't know if we've ever had this on stream. Bolai and Second Life are competitors. Like, fierce competitors. So, that's why he said, if you don't buy them, I'm gonna sell them to Second Life, because he knew that then Bolai would buy them out of spite.
Oh, what are you doing here?
Oh, just watching you be shady again.
And to be clear, these Sunsetias are mine. I got to them first. Don't get any ideas.
Oh, you're fine. I actually do have way more than enough in my bag. We're not here for Sunsetias. I'm here for your shady information.
Actually, we want to ask you about a guy called Juri. Have you heard of him before?
Juri? Yes, he's quite well known.
Okay.
I've heard a story about him. They say he was born into poverty. His parents died when he was young, and he was treated cruelly by the local community. One of his neighbors was terribly rude to him all the time, but Juri never retaliated.
Good boy.
And when his neighbor went bankrupt, he even helped support the family.
The best kind of revenge on your enemies is killing them with kindness. He's a boy after my heart.
He returned cruelty with kindness, injustice with peace offerings. A gentleman of talent and character, and... oh, how did I not notice him sooner? In fact, maybe I'm not too late. If I could hire him to be the brand ambassador for Wanyo Boutique...
No, Bolai. I already have my eyes on him. Don't you dare. No, we have a good relationship right now. You back off. He's mine.
Oh, he sounds like a decent man. We can finally breathe a sigh of relief.
I don't know.
Why are you asking about him anyway? You aren't looking for a brand ambassador too, are you?
Maybe. Kind of. If you consider an entire city a brand. Maybe. Just leave him alone, he's mine.
Well then, in that case, the higher bidder takes the...
You cannot outbid me.
That's Juri right over there. Why don't we go and talk
Bolai.
to him?
No, you can't outbid me. I promise you. You cannot outbid me. I have enough Mora right now in my pocket to ascend my world and cap multiple characters and their talents, okay? You cannot outbid me.
Where?
Are you pulling shady shenanigans? Is that what's happening here?
It's him, all right.
Oh, okay.
Looks like he's chatting with Linlong. Come on, let's follow them and listen in.
Yes!
Try not to let him see you. We want this information to be as truthful as possible.
I know! That's what I've been wanting to do the whole time!
I'll just go and fetch an employment contract.
No,
and hey,
Bolai!
Don't try and cut me out of this. Hey!
Bolai, you're ruining my sneakies! Go away!
Understand. Let's walk and talk. So, you were looking to buy a wineware set? Oh, now I can see that you're a connoisseur, so I won't bother trying to con you. I trust you understand our shop quite well.
I won't bother trying to con you. Wow, that's reassuring. Oh.
The truth is, an old friend of mine, who likes to have a drink now and then, he fancies himself as a man of culture, but doesn't care for needless extravagance. So I thought I might buy him a set of high-quality fakes.
Very thoughtful of you. Leave it to me, then. Come and collect it at Shigu Antiques whenever is convenient.
Well, that doesn't make me feel very good. Wait, they're going this way.
Thank you very much, Miss Linlong.
It's my pleasure, Mr. Juri. These days, it's quite rare for someone of your standing to still keep up with their old friends. It's nice to see. I'll be sure to pick out a good set for you. You can count on me.
I'm a little disappointed. I hope he's not trying to...
He seems to get along really well with everyone.
I hope he's not trying to buy a good set of fakes and then pretend like they're not fakes. I hope this is legitimately him just trying to get something less expensive so that his friend doesn't feel bad that he spent a bunch of money on him.
Are you satisfied now, Yelan? Seems like everyone thinks Juri's a great guy.
Did you not pay attention to that conversation at all,
Shouldn't
Paimon?
jump to conclusions just yet. let's go check out the wharf where he usually goes fishing.
Do we have to?
Yes?
Wait, you're not just trying to dig up some dirt on Juri because you want to be Tianshu yourself, are you?
I would slap you right now if I could, Paimon. Also, the dad alarm's going off. Zodiac's home, and Anubis is very excited. Those are excited noises.
Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. But hey, if I do become Tianshu, I'll look out for you guys. You'll be able to try all the finest food for free. How does that sound?
We will? Well, come on! Off to the South Wharf we go!
Stop bribing Paimon. Yelan knows. She knows that all you need to do to get Paimon on your side is bribe her with food. I don't think we can zoom across that from here. I thought about trying it. I think it's too far, though. Bork, bork, bork. A whole lot of boofs oofing.
Boring.
Boring. Zhao doesn't like following people. I think he does, though. He does his sneaky stuff and poofs in and out of places all the time. I think Zhao likes following people.
The wharf is as busy as ever. I hear the anglers here sometimes sell their fish to the nearby fishmongers. Let's see what Uncle Soon has to say.
More accurately, I think Zhao would like people watching. Because he does that. That's exactly what he does at Wangshu Inn. Is it Wangshu? Is that the name of the place? Am I calling it the correct place? Yes, Wangshu. He people watches up on his balcony.
Welcome. What would you like to buy today?
I would like to buy some information.
Sorry to interrupt. We're actually members of the, Liyue Anglers Association, and we just wanted to ask a few questions about someone.
Uh-huh.
We've heard about this young man called Juri, who's supposed to be a fantastic fisherman. Just wondering if you happen to have heard of him?
Whoa! Yelan made up a whole fake identity without batting an eyelid!
Ah, yes, Juri. He's been making quite a name for himself recently. I've got some friends who travel all over the place, and they tell me everywhere they go they meet someone who's heard of him. Apparently, he had a rather tough time growing up. Had to work several jobs alongside his studies to make ends meet. How does that saying go? What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Yes.
Well, if there's anything to that logic, he's sure to be phenomenally successful one day.
Yeah, we think so too!
But I'm afraid your Anglers Association might be in for a disappointment.
Huh? Why is that?
Other people call the Wangshu Inn Zhao's Nest instead. Or the Pouty Overlook. Aww. Calling it the Pouty Overlook's kind of cute, though. Also, Zhao's Nest. Just the image of a cute little chibi Zhao, all curled up in a nest of blankets and pillows. Just being adorable. I need that in my life now.
He's good at a lot of things, but fishing isn't one of them. He fishes at the wharf and sells what he catches to me on occasion. His catches are always mediocre. Not terrible, but equally nothing to write home about. If you're looking to recruit some new members, though, I do know a few top anglers I could put you in touch with.
That sounds fantastic. I've got a couple of other things to attend to right now, though, so why don't I come back some other time and we can chat over a drink?
Sure thing. See you.
Have good food, Teal.
Everywhere they go, they meet someone who's heard of him. Come on, let's keep asking around.
He's very popular.
Here to buy some fish? It's 300 for one or 3 for 1,000.
Yeah, we've
You
heard from
better
you
hurry.
before.
When they're gone, they're gone.
Why is it
Hello,
more expensive
we're
for
from
3?
the Society for Fish Price Research. We'd just like to ask a few questions.
Wow, she switched identity again.
Society for Fish Price Research? I haven't done anything illegal. Stay out of my business.
Oh no.
Please, don't worry. We're just here to conduct a simple survey. We've heard about a certain Jur-E who's been selling fresh fish at low prices in this area recently. Do you know anything about this?
So this isn't about me. You should have said something, you know. I know the guy. I can tell you what I know.
Okay.
I haven't heard anything about him selling fresh fish at low prices, but it wouldn't surprise me if it was him.
Okay.
Oh? Why is that?
Because he's so poor. His parents died when he was very young, and his alcoholic father still owed a huge amount of debt.
That's not his
No one
problem.
wanted anything to do with him. He was still a kid when he first came to the wharf. His clothes were ragged, and he had a bandage wrapped around his head. And he managed to survive, thanks to Uncle Tien, who gave him some food. But still to this day, he doesn't have a lot of mora to his name. I mean, he can afford to eat and everything, but you'll often see him haggling with others over just a few mora. So, I wouldn't be surprised to find out he's been selling a few fish. It's not like he catches much anyway, so it's not going to affect my business. Don't tell him I said that.
You'd rather he didn't know?
Well, I spoke to him once, briefly, and I just had a feeling that he really cares what other people think of him. I think he has pretty low self-esteem, but hey, it's hardly my place to say anything. What he's achieved already puts most people to shame. And nobody's perfect. I just wouldn't want to upset him, that's all.
I see. Well, thank you for sharing that with us.
Because you would feel
Not
bad
a
upsetting
problem.
him.
And just for the record, there's absolutely nothing wrong with the price of my fish.
Sure,
The
sure.
more times you say it, the less convincing it becomes.
Doesn't have a lot of mora to his name. Okay, let's keep going.
That's interesting, though. I wonder what he's been putting the mora towards. Or if he's just not making enough. And there's nothing wrong with haggling. You kind of get into this habit, having been poor myself when I was very young and growing up with not much money. You develop a habit of really, I like to put it as appreciating money. And you try to use it in the best way you can, you know? You don't necessarily want to go and buy the cheapest thing possible. You want to get the best value for your money. And if you can even further reduce that price by getting a coupon or waiting until it's on sale or haggling, you're gonna do it. Because, you know, you've kind of, in my case, and in his case, you have a very deep appreciation for every cent. It matters.
It's you guys. Wait, what's the phrase? Oh yeah. Honored to meet you.
Good boy.
What brings you to me?
The truth is, we are but newcomers to this territory. We heard tell of a great martial artist, Master Dugu, who knows everything there is to know. Hence, we sought you out to ask for your guidance.
Really? People said I know everything there is to know?
Yeah.
But of course. We also heard that Master Dugu is a kind and virtuous swordsman who never turns away anyone who comes with questions.
Great! So what do you wish to know? Nothing happens on this street that I don't know about.
We'll ask you about someone.
Now she's lying to a kid.
But it seems to have made his day. I don't want to justify her lying, but I don't have any other choice.
So, Master Dugu, have you heard of one by the name of Jur-E?
Sure have. You mean that guy that all the grown-ups are talking about these days? I've heard many tales of Juri. For example, I can't remember.
Off to a great
Probably
start.
because it's nothing that important. I prefer stories about sword-fighting heroes.
Oh, I can completely understand that. Then let me ask you this. Do you remember roughly when the grown-ups started talking about Jur-E?
Oh yeah, I know that. It was about 2 or 3 months ago. Before that, people always used to talk about Juri in a kind of nasty tone of voice.
What?
But 2 or 3 months ago, suddenly everyone started to like him.
Remember that hairball?
Sometimes he gives me candies, so I'm glad that people are starting to like him now.
Just as I thought.
Huh? What do you mean?
I mean, just as I thought, Master Dugu is indeed as kind and virtuous as the legends claim.
I'm not that great. Oh yeah, one other thing. These days, there's a lot of people I've never seen before talking about Juri stories in the street. They seem like nice people.
Oh, definitely.
Great! So next time I see them, I'll say hi. And I guess I can share some of my candies with them too.
Cute.
Certainly. You can also tell my friend in Yenshang Tea House about what they're up to. I'm sure my friend would also like to say hi to them.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Well then, fare thee well, Master Dugu.
Until we meet again.
Bye-bye.
Any of that sound strange to you?
I'll be honest, I wasn't completely paying attention.
Strange? What was strange about it? Juri seems to have a great reputation. Uncle Soon and Uncle Gao spoke highly of him, and Dugu Shuo seems to like him too.
True. But the issue is, where did his sudden celebrity come from? It almost seems too good to be true.
Oh, okay. I thought there was something else.
Too good to be true? What do you mean?
So he returns cruelty with kindness, and had to work to support his studies. These are the kinds of things that make someone well known in their hometown. But Uncle Soon said even his friends who travel far and wide hear about him wherever they go. That's a little over the top, if you ask me. Do you remember what Dugu Shuo said about Jur-E's stories? Clearly they left him with a good impression of the guy. But beyond that, he wasn't interested in the details. That's the reaction I would expect from any normal person. Plus, there's the fact that all this praise of Jur-E has only been happening within the last 2 or 3 months. His childhood, his studies, the thing with his neighbor. None of these are recent events. So why are these stories only going around now?
When you put it like that, it is kinda strange.
Of course, if that's all there was to it, I wouldn't look into it any further. Jur-E was born into a poor family. Paying people to get his stories out there is within the rules of the game as far as I'm concerned. The problem is, do you remember what Uncle Gao said about him? He's stayed poor his whole life. Everything he's earned he's either spent on studying, traveling, or paying off debts. I don't think he has the mora to pay for a publicity campaign.
According to what we know, yes.
Right. And that changes everything. It can mean a powerful faction is trying to gain influence over the Liu at Xixing. That's the worst case scenario. But all too often, the most pessimistic speculation turns out to be closest to the truth.
Someone's trying to gain influence over the Qixing? That sounds serious. What should we do? Even if we asked Juri about it, surely there's no way he'd admit it.
First, we need to find out who's supporting him. Don't worry, I've got a plan. Remember the current affairs and planning stage of the assessment? Since the successful candidate is duty-bound to implement their plan after taking office, their manifesto tells us their stance on key issues. Whoever is secretly helping Jur-E must be seeking to benefit from his actions after his appointment. So, we should be able to find some hints in Jur-E's manifesto on who we're dealing with. Come on, let's get back to Yenshang Tea House.
Reading! I like reading. I like the music in Liyue. Nighttime music is nice.
Have been handed out. Ah, how relaxing.
Whenever I'm like doing stuff in Liyue, I really enjoy just taking my time. I can buy things from you
love to
now?
make people
Oh, neat. I already have one though. So why would I buy it again? Maybe she's gonna be the NPC that you can get like past items from events from or something. Hey look, I found the actual way we're supposed to go up.
Jur-E's manifesto covers a huge range of topics. Looking for details that don't add up will be like trying to find a needle in a haystack. I'll divide the reports into 2 piles. You take one, I'll take the other. When we're finished, we'll put our heads together. Officially, the assessment is already over, and I'll be expected to announce the results before long. So we have to get to the bottom of this as quickly as we can.
Yikes! We better hurry!
Whatever else Uncle Tien might think of Jur-E, the fact remains that he's one of his favorite students. Any evidence he's left is not going to be immediately obvious. We'll have to look carefully and think critically.
Alright. Study, go. I want to sit. Yes. Oh, I can't switch characters now. There we go. Do sit. Do read thing.
Even though Yelan took half, this is still a lot to get through.
I was sitting. I was sitting.
Well, we gotta start somewhere.
Sea, rock, and roads. Let's start with sea. Sure. Due to a variety of factors, sea storms have become stronger in recent years. I suggest we set up a special patrol unit to deal with sea monsters. The fleet should consist of the following. Covers various issues related to coastal defense. Okay. Rock. Much of Liyue's folklore suggests that Rex Lapis left a great deal of wealth in the mountains of Liyue. However, due to obstacles hindering the excavation operation at the chasm, many projects have been called off. The workers of the Black Cliff Forge have been idle near the Golden House for a long time now. They should be given first refusal if any suitable projects arise. Covers mining, tunnel construction, and ruin exploration. Roads. The treacherous terrain around Huaguang Stone Forest and Qingyun Peak means the area has weak transport links. The sheer mountain peaks are connected only by rope bridges. They are dangerous to walk on and wholly unsuited to the transportation of goods. These areas are rich in medicinal herbs and ore deposits. Building a road network around the mountains would be beneficial for everyone. Covers plans to build roads and bridges. Alright.
Oh, this reading is giving Paimon a headache.
Weakling.
Let's take a break.
Looks like I'm the first one back, as usual.
Oh, hey! It's one of Yelan's little helpers, Shanghua! If you're back, that means you finished investigating Qianwei, right?
You betcha. I visited all the commerce guilds and gathered a wealth of information. Every time they asked me to leave, but I always had another trick up my sleeve.
Good job.
Don't drag this out. Just tell us your findings.
I'll let him brag a little bit.
Yes, Lady Yelan. To summarize my findings, most people who've had interactions with Qianwei will start out complaining about how proud and arrogant he is, but then go on to give a generally positive appraisal of him. The young master of the Feiyun Commerce Guild said that Qianwei appears arrogant, but he's very scrupulous in the way he works.
Once he signs a contract with somebody, he treats them fairly regardless of their background.
Who'd have thought?
Is it possible that his reputation is fake? Is there any way you can check the accounts of the businesses under his name?
In theory, that should be very difficult. But here's the thing. I asked around and found out that almost all of Qianwei's accounts are open to the public. Where he buys from and sells to should be confidential business information, but he doesn't seem interested in protecting it at all.
That's concerning.
Qianwei often sees business opportunities that others don't, but once he's made enough mora off of it, it's like he gets sick of it and releases all of his trade secrets. It's like he wants people to know that they still can't beat him, even if he shares all of his secrets. The fact that someone like that can still make mora is pretty infuriating when you think about it.
That's not the reason that I'm concerned about it at all. I'm concerned about it because I'm concerned about him just not caring and publicizing information that shouldn't be publicized because it doesn't matter to him.
What a strange guy. It's like he's not doing business to make mora, but instead...
To validate his theories. No wonder his manifesto contains so many insights. It's all the result of his first-hand experimentation.
I'm back! Huh? How come you're here?
Same reason
Why
as
do
you?
think? Obviously, because I possess superior skills, and am always one step ahead of the competition. Well, when you're the competition, at least.
Ouch.
You... Whatever. I'm not getting into an argument with you. If I hadn't had something else to take care of on the way, I would have been back long before you.
Uh-huh.
Lady Yelan, I have finished investigating Mingbua.
Well, we're all ears.
The Ministry of Civil Affairs says that Mingbua struggles to get his words out when he gets nervous, especially when he's chatting with strangers. But after a few days of getting to know him, you can pretty much have a normal conversation with him. On the whole, the feedback from the Ministry of Civil Affairs was very positive. He always considers the things that everyone else overlooks.
In your opinion, was the Ministry of Civil Affairs' appraisal of Mingbua at all exaggerated?
I don't believe so. Mingbua is someone who has slowly but surely earned the reputation he has today. According to Miss Yu, the Ministry often gets Mingbua to take a final look at projects before they're implemented. People feel much more confident in something if it has his stamp of approval. Oh, and also, there was once someone in the Ministry who was lying and cheating to try to advance their career. Mingbua gave them the scolding of a lifetime. Apparently, he can be terrifying when he loses his temper. I haven't seen it for myself, though.
Whoa, that's hard to imagine.
See? Now I feel better about him. Because literally the only thing was, he seems like he might lack confidence, but that's not a difficult thing to work with. And, from what we've just heard, it's only initially. It's already been worked on. He's just nervous when he first meets people. That's not that bad.
Like I said before, things are not always as they appear.
Ah, so that's what you meant by that. Paimon's starting to get it now.
Thank you both. You're free to go now.
This is why I like to observe people in their natural environment and not when they're at the appointment they're supposed to be at. Because they're different.
So, have you finished reading the manifesto?
We still have a bit left.
I can't see any immediate problems looking at the individual entries. The only one that strikes me as a little unusual is the Chengshu Pool redevelopment plan.
Okay.
Chengshu Pool has always been home to many secrets. Plus, Ajdaha once wrought havoc there, so there are even more secrets buried deep underground. At some point, a rumor began to go around that there is great treasure buried beneath Chengshu Pool. A long time ago, with the approval of the Qixing, a mining team conducted an exploratory excavation there.
So, did they find any treasure?
I'm guessing no.
None. The ruin was completely impenetrable. The only way they could have gotten through the solid rock would have been by blowing it open with a special kind of explosive. The technology wasn't mature enough at that time, So the excavation project was shut down and the treasure became a mere legend. Jur-E's manifesto focuses on solving problems, and this treasure hunt seems extremely risky. It seems out of step with the rest of his plans. Still, this one fact alone doesn't tell us much. Everyone wants to get their hands on this treasure. The treasure hoarders, the Fatui, even local Liyue factions. Did you find anything?
On the subject of treasure, actually the second thing that we read, I found interesting. But maybe that's just me.
Excavation, project, treasure? Did we read anything similar in our half of the manifesto?
Both of these apply to that. Let's go with the more generalized one.
Oh yeah! Juri said the Blackcliff Forge workers should get right of first refusal if any suitable projects come up.
Did he now? Well, that makes everything much clearer. So Jur-E wants the Blackcliff Forge to excavate the treasure of Qingshu Pool.
Yes.
Does that mean the Blackcliff Forge is Juri's secret supporter?
Maybe.
No, not likely. I've looked into the Blackcliff Forge before. They aren't involved with any powerful factions at present.
Okay.
They do possess some specialized explosives, but it would seem more trouble than it's worth to put so many resources into a risky project like this. Still, since the clues are pointing toward the Blackcliff Forge, we should see where they lead. We may well find something new.
Yes, I agree. It certainly doesn't hurt to go and check it out, since we don't have any other lead.
Completely different than what we thought.
Uh,
Juri, is there another side to him too?
Xianwei isn't different from what I thought at all. He's exactly like what I thought. Nothing changed. And you know, I don't think it's accurate completely to say that the other guy is quote-unquote different from what I thought. I was still judging him.
Demons do not stop for the raid. Move.
So I don't think that's a fair assessment. Because I still hadn't been able to look into whether or not he was just nervous from the situation in general, or if that's just how he was. I specifically said I wanted to investigate that. Nothing of note happened today. Nothing of note happened today. Payday! Woo! 3 new recruits joined. Can't believe people are willing to join us at a time like this. One of the newcomers is very skilled. He got made the team leader. Nothing of note happened today.
What's this? A diary?
It's called a log.
From the back, it looks like a ledger, but it seems they also use it as a site log. We don't know who wrote it, but it's interesting, don't you think? These newcomers, who could have sent them?
You think they're suspicious?
Maybe.
Yes. Look, it says right there, one of them's already been promoted to team leader. At this rate, by the time the Qingshu Pool redevelopment plan is ready to roll, they'll be the technical backbone of the team. That'll give them the chance to take a lot of liberties. They can copy any secret texts or steal any treasure they find underground. Imagine if we didn't suspect anything. By the time Jur-E recommends the Blackcliff Forge for the excavation project, at most we would maybe do a fresh background check on the place. No red flags if all they did was change some key staff. And even if we decided to vet the staff individually, they'd have had more than enough time by then to come up with fake identities. That's the advantage of planning this far in advance. It was a clever move.
When you put it like that, it all makes sense. If we hadn't found this out, someone else would have stolen the treasure.
But here's where the real question comes in. Does Ji actually know what's going on? Or is he just being manipulated too?
So, who's really behind all this?
That's a question for the newcomers. But let's start with that worker over there for now.
friend. I have questions for you.
Excuse us. We want to ask you about the newcomers.
You want them to teach you or something?
No.
I gotta say, these newcomers are in tip-top shape. Fast learners, too. They're picking up all the skills unbelievably fast. My only complaint is that they're always going out drinking at night. But they never let us join them.
Aw.
I guess they just need some time to adjust. I'm sure we'll get to know each other over time.
They go out drinking. This area isn't exactly renowned for the nightlife. I'm guessing it's a long trip to the nearest tavern.
I mean, I don't know about where the taverns are, but I disagree. I think Liyue's beautiful at night.
You got that right. They tell me they go all the way back to Liyue Harbor to drink at Wanmin Restaurant. It rained after work today, so they actually stuck around at the site for a while. But as soon as the rain stopped, they went out drinking again right away. Hey, you're only young once, right? I say, if they can hack it, let them at it.
Interesting. Let's go talk somewhere else.
Secret
Looks
conversations.
like our hunch was on the Mora. These newcomers are very suspicious. Drinking in Liyue Harbor, huh? Some cover story. I'll wager they've been going to intelligence updates. Good thing it rained today. It means they'll leave footprints. I doubt they'd give themselves away that easily, but let's follow them and try our luck.
Yeah. Never hurts to try, even if you think it might not have anything come of it. You never know. Sometimes people are lazy. Wonder if we should be using this. No.
Hadaway, hurry! We gotta catch up!
Yeah, I saw it, Paimon. Oh. Okay, yeah, there's more down there. Following the trail, sneaking up on
These
people.
footprints are heading towards Liyue Harbor. Maybe we were wrong about them.
Well, no, if they were trying to do intelligence updates, they would go to Liyue. That's the point. It
Just
makes
as I
sense.
thought. They didn't go to Liyue Harbor. They went that way.
This way? Yeah.
The footprints stop here.
Well, there's a lot of grass.
But, judging from the direction, I'm guessing their destination was that abandoned house.
Yeah, that would fit. Shiny things? Lots of shiny things. What's this? Fresh fruit pit in the pile of leaves. Seems like someone was here recently, but I can't find any more clues. Okay. What if I do this? Nope. Okay. Looks like there may have been a fight here, but it's hard to say for certain. This was the work of a professional, but who? The fight was a work of the professional? Compacted mud? Stripes in the dirt were likely made by a bamboo mat. That means someone slept here. But the bamboo mat is nowhere to be seen now. Oh, they cleaned up. Suspicious. Burned out fire. A fire that burned out. Something was burned here not long ago. Is it still warm?
Looks like we were too late. This has gotta be where the newcomers rendezvous with whoever they're working for. But all the evidence has been destroyed.
Sounds like it's time to do a stakeout. Yeah?
Look at these ashes. Someone was burning documents not long before we arrived.
Camping out up on the cliffs in the moonlight with Yelan. And no campfire, because that would give us away. But maybe some snacks? Junk food, because we're doing a stakeout? And maybe like some good books to read or something, because we gotta do something quiet? Oh, it's gonna be real cold. It's gonna be real cold and uncomfy. But that's how stakeouts are supposed to be.
Could there be anything left? Maybe the wind could have blown the fire out before everything was finished burning.
The odds of that are very slim. It's practically impossible. I've checked. All the paper's been burned. There's only ash left now.
Why don't we wait for them back at the Black Cliff Forge? They've got to go back there sooner or later.
We can't count on that. Clearly they were based here at one point, but it's mysteriously abandoned now. To me, that says that whoever's behind this has moved them somewhere else to throw our investigation off course.
Darn! Guess this is where a trail runs cold.
Make no mistake, the purpose of our trip wasn't to find any solid evidence. We just need to figure out who's behind Jur-E. I smelled something peculiar the moment I came in.
Okay.
Those newcomers probably thought they'd be safe as long as they burned the letters. But what they failed to consider is that paper and ink from different regions produce different odors when they're burned.
But did you recognize it?
Paimon can't smell anything. Do you smell anything?
I have a very good sense of smell.
There is a certain place with a freezing cold climate where there's nothing but ice as far as the eye can see.
Dragonspine?
Some wealthy people there put floral fragrance in their ink as a way of injecting a little romance into their writing.
Oh, Shneznaya? Why is my hair like that? Hold on, let me fix that. There we go. All better.
When that fragrant ink is burned, this is the exact odor that it leaves behind.
The Fatui! Maybe. Probably. Probably.
Exactly. The evidence will soon be blown away by the wind, so it's nothing we can arrest anyone with. But it's all I need. Now I know who we're dealing with. I can plan our next move.
Lady Yelan! Oh, thank goodness I finally found you. I thought I'd never see you again.
Huh?
Who are you?
Why would you think you'd never see us again?
Don't be alarmed. This is Upei. He's Wenyuan and Shanghua's colleague. I sent him to look into Jur-E's regular contacts. Since Jur-E likes fishing, Upei thought he might know some of the fishermen and sailors, so he took a boat out to sea to ask around.
I heard you're bad at swimming.
I left him a note at Yanshang Tea House telling him to look for me at Black Cliff Forge when he got back. If there'd been an ambush waiting for us there, it means we'd have had some backup.
Smart.
So, what did you find out at sea?
Forgive my incompetence. I'm afraid I've come up empty-handed.
Oh.
I asked all the fishermen multiple times, but none of them had any interactions with Jur-E before. Then the waves got so choppy I ended up falling overboard. Fortunately, someone managed to drag me out.
That's exactly
When
what
I
they
got
said
back,
would happen.
I heard that you'd gone to Black Cliff Forge and might need backup, so I went straight there as fast as I could. Didn't even stop to change my clothes.
Well, Uncle Tien said that Jur-E once bought a recipe from one of the fishermen. Did you hear anything about that at all?
That's suspicious.
What? That's news to me.
That's very suspicious.
No, that's not possible. It's absolutely not possible. Lady Yelan, I'm telling you, I spoke to every single fisherman out there, and none of them mentioned anything about a recipe.
Interesting. Then I wonder how that even more wonderful fish soup came about.
Did the Fatui teach it to him?
Fish soup? What fish soup?
Nothing. Our priority right now is to find a way to get our hands on some solid evidence. Well, any suggestions?
Aren't both of these essentially the same thing? They seem like the same thing. Stakeout! Let's do it!
Not a bad idea. Upei, what do you think?
Honestly, I've already tried following Jur-E, but the guy's too cautious. Never meets with anyone suspicious.
Yeah, but we know where to wait.
Okay, so tailing's out.
No, we'll still need to tail him. But first, we need to do some groundwork.
Groundwork?
When you've worked in intelligence for a long time, you'll understand that no one can stay on high alert forever.
Yup.
Especially when he thinks he's about to win.
Yup.
Tomorrow morning, I'll announce his victory at Yuehai Pavilion. Take a guess what you think he'll do next.
He'll relax. He'll go
Be
report.
sure to arrive on time. You won't want to miss the show.
He's gonna want to report to his contacts that he was successful. And he'll get overconfident. Wait until 9 to 11 the following day. I'm guessing we're gonna want to be in the pavilion for that, though. So let's get over there. I want to switch my gadget. There we go. Now we can look for treasure chests while we run. That's what I like to do. You never know where there might be a treasure chest that I missed. Always good to check. Now we get to go through Liyue at night. It's so pretty at night. It's pretty, and the music is pretty. It's even better during Lantern Rite. I'm so glad we got to do that on stream. I wish I would have been streaming for the first time it came around, because it was gorgeous. Super pretty. Oh, let's check this while we're here. Real quick. Oh! Wow, I have a lot more seals than I expected to have. I don't know when I got so many. Oh, the chasm. Yeah, I know when I got them all. Never mind. I actually never really, I didn't pay attention to whether or not I was getting seals when we were getting chests in the chasm, but I guess we were. Because that sure is a lot of seals. This is a good place to gather, these lotus seeds, too. I forgot to grab them when we ran through here the first time. I mean, I got a couple of them, but I didn't get all of them. There we go. There's recipes those are good for. What is it? Lotus... It's not lotus soup. It's, can't remember. I don't think I have any made. I don't know how to check my recipes. Ah, I can't remember the name. Now it's gonna bug me. Jade parcels. I think that's what it is. Okay. Oh, the following day. Whoops. Hey, look, it's the Jade Palace. We helped get that back up in the air. There we go. Okay. Now where? Oh, but I did wait it. Oh, I'm dumb. I was looking at the wrong time. It's 9 to 11, not 11. Whoops. Oopsies. It's okay, we get to look at the Jade Palace again. There we go. Now that it's been, a few days.
It looks like we're all here. Well then, time for me to announce the results of the assessment process. I won't drone on about the importance of the Tianshu role. Suffice to say that Uncle Tian entrusted me with the monumentally important task of assessing the candidates. And now, it falls to me to give him a satisfactory answer.
All of us here know the score. Don't beat around the bush, just get on with it.
You're not the winner.
Qianwei has many pioneering ideas, but some of his plans are lacking in detail, and he easily gets into testy exchanges with other people. Mingbo is reliable, but not quite ambitious enough, and because of his personality, he struggles to win people over. In contrast, Zhi is evenly balanced across the board, and enjoys an excellent reputation in Liyue. After much consideration, I have decided to recommend Zhi to the Liyue Qixing.
What?
Oh, congratulations.
Aw.
Thank you. Honestly, I'm a little surprised to hear my name being announced.
I don't think you're
In my
surprised.
estimation, all three of us are worthy candidates for the Tianshu position. As your competitor, I've become keenly aware of your great talents. Would either of you entertain the possibility of working with me in the future and taking on some of my workload?
I'll have to see. I'm in a bad mood. This is the last thing I want to be thinking about right now.
I don't mind, as long as I can help.
Okay, well, that's all from me. Jur-E, you'll have some preparation to do. It won't be long before you're informed of your official appointment. I hope you will work hard and make Uncle Tien proud.
I will live up to the Tianshu name. On this, you have my word. I should go. I need to pack my things, and then I think a celebratory meal is in order. Would anyone like to join me?
Paimon would.
Count me out. I'm not in the mood for a celebration.
Oh, don't pout.
He seems pretty relaxed now. This would be a good time to follow him.
Hey, Traveler, tell me something. What exactly does that guy have that I don't?
This.
If you can't answer that, I'm not accepting this result.
Exactly this.
Also wouldn't mind knowing.
We can talk later.
No, if we get stuck here, we won't be able to leave.
Follow him.
Yes, ma'am.
Yelan's on it. Are you gonna poof? Ah.
We finally got rid of them.
Yay.
Lady Yelan, Jury has gone towards Feiyun Slope.
Follow him, quickly.
I don't know where that is.
So Jury really sided with the Fatui? But Uncle Tien thinks so highly of him. Why would he do this?
But that doesn't mean that
say,
he can't be
everything should become
manipulated
a lot clearer when we find him.
or intimidated. Or that he's not just really good at pretending to be something he's not. That's possible too. Oh, darn it. I wanted to check in there. Well, now I can't. And now I have to go around. Failure.
I'm sorry, Lady Yelan. We lost him.
Well, darn it.
He's too good at this. We weren't able to keep following him without being seen.
I did. I followed him without being seen.
How the heck did he manage to shake Yelan's subordinates?
Because they're not a ninja like
I
me.
guess Jury didn't let his guard down. Still as vigilant as ever.
No, Upe says he's much more relaxed than usual. Maybe it's just how he's wired. Perceptive enough to sense when he's being watched.
Maybe.
What? How?
Intuition.
Don't blame yourselves. Let's not forget he was trained by Uncle Tien himself. Evading detection is not an unusual skill for him to have. If I'd asked you to tail Uncle Tien, you'd have ended up at a dead end too. It's fine. So, where did you lose him?
Shinyue kiosk. He only went in briefly. Upe and I were watching outside the whole time. A few moments later, a man dressed in a completely different outfit came out. Upe had a feeling that it was him, but we couldn't get close enough to check without blowing our cover.
Why not just one of you follow him and the other one
I figured
not?
that if we spooked him, it would undo what we've accomplished today so far. Another option would have been to arrest him there and then. But without any evidence, that would have been meaningless. So I stopped Upe, and I stayed here to wait for you while that meathead went to ask around in Shinyue kiosk.
Hey, be nice.
Good work. The fish didn't take the bait, but that's okay. As long as he's still swimming around, we'll find a way to catch him eventually. The key is figuring out what he's trying to achieve. Let's go to Shinyue kiosk.
I get to go inside. Let me check you for recipes. Nope, no recipes. Okay, in we go.
Could you explain to me how that works? A guy like him comes in, changes his whole outfit right under your nose, and you don't even ask him about it?
Our customers are free to dress however they please. What grounds would I have to question him?
Concern? Excuse me, sir. I noticed that you changed your clothes while you were away from your table. Is everything okay?
Okay, fair enough, but didn't you think it was just a little bit strange?
Well, maybe I did, but it still doesn't give me the right to stop him.
You stop him out of concern. For all you know, something might have been horribly, terribly wrong. And you might have been the reason that he got out of a horrible situation safely. Like, it doesn't always have to be that they are doing something wrong. It could be that something horribly, terribly wrong is just going on at that time in general. And they might need you to intervene. It's called compassion.
Enough. Let's tone this down a little. I'll make this quick. Just one question. What did he buy while he was here?
Oh, he didn't buy anything. He just picked up a bottle of liquor that he ordered ages ago.
A bottle of liquor?
Oh, that's a sign.
Yes, a very strong kind. Fiery, with a rich flavor. Not something the average customer would order.
Sounds like something our frenemies enjoy. Our Electrocycin mage and child. It sounds like something they enjoy.
This gentleman ordered it in person from us a long time ago. He was only here today to pick it up.
Liquor and wineware. I see. Let's go.
Where to?
Shigu Antiques.
That bottle is a sign. It's a signal. Now that I'm in here. Any books or anything to grab? Nah. Why is it grayed out? We're not allowed to use it right now? Hello.
Hey, Miss Linlong. Sorry to bother you. Zhi ordered a wineware set from you not long ago, right? We're friends of his. He's been telling us how impressed he is with the quality, considering how affordable it was. So we just had to come and take a look for ourselves.
Sure. Which model are you looking for?
Don't know. We were hoping you would know.
We don't really know a whole lot about wineware. Let's just go with Zhi's choice. Would you be able to show us the one he bought?
Zhi picked up his set not long ago. As a quality imitation of an antique wineware set, it has the look and feel of a luxury item. Just so you're aware, we don't have many of this model left in stock. And now that Mr. Zhi has taken one, I'm afraid it may encourage the price to go up a little.
Okay, but what was it?
Don't worry, price shouldn't be an issue. I'm sure we can work something out. But I'm just a little hazy on one thing. Did Zhi's wineware set include wine glasses, or...?
For this set, the wine glasses are sold separately. Minimum purchase is 1 glass, maximum is 4. Mr. Zhi bought 2.
Only
Okay.
2.
Thanks, Linlong. Seems there's a little more to buying wineware than I first thought. We'll have to mull it over.
Well, don't take too long. We could sell out any day now. All right, see you next time.
This is turning into a real headache.
I'd just like to point out that we have the self-professed Grand Master of Fieldwork here to thank for being wholly incapable of tailing an ordinary civilian without being seen.
Dang.
It's not like you did any better.
Go, calm
My
down.
specialty is information trading, okay? I don't have the physical agility. What's your excuse?
Children.
Fair point.
Children. Please.
Yelan, so has the plan failed? Oh, if we can't figure out where Jerry went, there's not much we can do. But why was he buying liquor at Shinue Kiosk anyway? To celebrate?
We already know that
If
answer.
so, it's no ordinary celebration.
What do you mean?
First of all, Jur-E isn't much of a drinker. On some level, he hates alcohol because of what it did to his father. If he was just looking to celebrate by himself, he wouldn't spend his meager savings on an expensive bottle of alcohol, let alone buy a pair of special wine glasses. No, this is a victory feast, held in honor of Jur-E's private sponsor. Whoever this person is clearly enjoys hard liquor and has a very high status, hence the need for expensive-looking wineware. Now, where might we find Fatui who match that description, I wonder?
Fatui officials. Should be either the Snezhnayan Embassy or the Northland Bank.
To the bank!
Have both locations surrounded. Take as many people as you need.
Lady Yelan, is it time for us to make our move? If so, you can count me in.
Get with the program, would you? This is a covert surveillance operation. Jur-E may be vigilant, but that doesn't mean the same is true for his drinking buddy. In which case, we don't need to change tactics. Just change who we're following.
Good idea.
Great idea! So we just need to find out who Jur-E bought that liquor for and follow them instead!
But Lady Yelan, if we get caught, this could become a major diplomatic incident.
Bah.
I'm well aware, but don't you see? Jur-E is gambling everything on this. If we really want to catch him, we're going to have to accept a little risk ourselves. Stick to your orders, and make sure we're covering all other bases too. Anywhere else Jur-E might be going. I want eyes on those locations.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't worry, Lady Yelan. Jur-E may be a slippery character, but we'll keep a close watch on the movements of all Fatui officials.
I'll be waiting for you at the tea house. If I'm guessing correctly, Fatui officials are likely to take action at night. You should go and get ready. Then meet me at Yenshang Tea House.
Yeah, you're right. Probably nighttime. After all, they have things to do during the day, and at night they're less likely to be noticed because there's less people. So as long as they aren't acting fishy, they're more likely to not have a problem. How do I get in, though? Okay, but how do I in? Oh, you want me to go back up here again. Oops.
Perfect timing. Wenyuan just sent word that the Fatui ambassador, Yusupov, just left the embassy alone.
Okay.
He's heading in the direction of Qingshu Pool.
Qingshu Pool? That's the place Jerry mentioned in his manifesto.
That's probably our guy.
It looks like that's where they've arranged to meet. Sensible choice, I'll give them that.
Isn't that really far?
Qingshu Pool is always crawling with monsters. Most people wouldn't dream of going there. It's one place they won't need to worry about being seen.
Oh no, we gotta go get them!
Let's go. If my hunch is correct, we just might hit the jackpot this time.
So to the pool. I'm pretty sure that's kind of far. Oh, that's not the spot I thought it was. Still kind of far, though. Let's go. I should have used Zhao. It's too late now.
This is Qingshu Pool, full of ruins, crawling with monsters. Anyone with any sense steers well clear of this place.
I had fun here.
I've looked into the place before. There's a worker's entrance somewhere around here. Follow me.
Go to the place Yelan put. Oh, oops. We're already here, apparently. Down here?
There's been some work done on this place in the past, but it's a bit of a labyrinth inside. I can't guarantee we'll be safe once we're underground.
Ah, we'll be fine.
The workers left an emergency access route. If we can find it, this will be a much easier journey. Still, be ready to fight at any moment. Any resistance needs to be taken out quickly and quietly. We don't want to attract too much attention.
We'll be
Don't
fine.
worry, we're all professionals here.
We'll just tell Xiao to shout quietly this
By
time.
the way, Yelan, where are your 3 little helpers at?
They're following the other
They
dude.
have other things to take care of first. We couldn't afford to wait for them, but they'll join us later.
Did the firefly just despawn? I was gonna collect that. Alright, let's go. No hydro? Ah, we'll be fine. I'm sure it's gonna let Yelan come with us. Yep. Let me... I don't actually remember what her burst does. Let me just look at that again. Follows the character around and does attacks based on her HP. Once every second with normal attacks, and every time Yelan does an explosion. Okay. So it's what I thought it was, kind of, basically. That's what I needed to know. Excuse me. You're in the way of me collecting treasure.
Submit.
You're next. Smack. Nice. I've never actually looked at his charged attack before.
As I expected, but this shouldn't be too much trouble.
Should we run around on Yelan? Just for today. Just for the domain. Ooh, puzzles. Oh, bye.
That's gotta be the Fatui ambassador here to meet Ji.
Probably.
Looks like he went through that door.
We puzzling?
Must be the emergency access route, right? Come on, let's hurry.
I opened the treasure chest, right? Yeah, I think I did. I was kind of not paying attention. What if there's secrets? Ah. Thought I found a secret. Seemed like a secret. What's back here? Can I go this way? Wait, I can keep going? Where does this go? Okay, well, we can't go any further because we can't climb. That's interesting, though. It's more exploring than I can usually do in the entrance of a domain. So, puzzling. Something down there. I'm guessing I'm gonna have to move those.
This is the construction workers' emergency access route, but it's closed tight. Trying to break through would be risky. Let's see if we can find another way.
Not sure why this is down here. Guessing we're gonna find out. Okay, so where's our lamps? Is this our lamp mechanic? Yeah, this is our lamp mechanic. Okay. You can do it, Xiao. There we go.
It's nothing. Your life is mine.
Ow.
Give up.
I forgot that we don't have a shield up yet.
Burst forth.
I used to be, like, super on top of breaking all the barrels and stuff in domains. Because I was desperately in need of produce. And, I either could not buy said produce or did not want to buy said produce. In particular, potatoes. Okay. Needed them. It was still, somewhat early in the game, for me at least. There was a new recipe that used potatoes. And I needed so many of them. So for a little bit, we had a lot of fun looking for potatoes. That was our housekeeping.
Hey, look! Is that another way through?
Okay, so now what? Can I move these? No, I still can't move these. Get up here so I can see better. Aha! I knew it! Secrets. I knew there would be secrets. I knew it. More floaty platforms. Potato! Look at that! We got potatoes. How high does this go? Oh, okay. We are no longer in desperate need of potatoes. But it's still fun whenever we get some.
Solidify.
Oh, the other one was already dead. Well, that's fine. There's no things for the lantern in here? Oh. What's that? Okay. We wall puzzling? I'm not sure if it's gonna bring us back around to get that. And my experience with those is that they don't last forever. So. Secrets! Yes. We should probably put this back. Otherwise it's gonna get in the way later. Okay. Can't move that one. So many of these barrels aren't giving me anything, and I'm sad. Oops. Oh, well, it's already dead anyway. No treasure. More wall puzzles. I'm thinking move this one. And then... Nope, move this one first. Secrets. this, and this brings us back around to the front? Maybe? Treasure. Oh, we can move these too. Can't move this. Okay. Alright. Back to the... Yeah, I think we're back to the beginning. Yep. Good. I'm glad those don't fade after a certain amount of time. Oh. Oh, that's what that was for. So now we move them?
The water's flowed into the groove, and now the statues have lit up. Okay, now we should be able to move the statues.
Yep, okay. So this one goes here. Oh. There we go. Okay, got it. And we're gonna need these out of the way. How far can I push you? Not that way. Okay. And I need to move this one. I need to move these two to get that one over there. I have an idea. I have a plan. There we go.
Door's open. Let's go.
Not sure if that was the way I was supposed to solve it, but it worked.
We should be nearly at the bottom now. Let's wrap this up.
Hello. I see you there.
It's nothing.
Gather! Order guide you!
Burst forth! Witness my great undertaking!
See how long you survive my onslaught.
Your life is mine.
I don't think we're gonna make it to Zhao. Nope. And out we go. What's up there? Oh, nothing. Boxes. Good, we can hide.
I can tell from the aroma that this is very fine liquor indeed. I'm impressed. Come on, bottoms up. After you, of course.
Suspicious. Oh no, he did something to it.
Oh, sorry, that went down the wrong way. I've never drunk anything this strong before. It'll take me some getting used to.
You'll get there. If you want to stay friends with us, you have to drink with us.
No, I don't.
I'll do my best.
You're more of a lightweight than I thought. Already struggling after one glass? I thought you were made of sterner stuff. You certainly kept it together when you were poisoning your teacher's soup.
Oh.
Come on, another round. Less talking, more drinking.
Sure. You didn't leave me much of a choice, though, did you? Just the mention of poisoning sends shivers down my spine.
So they're intimidating
I'm
him.
more timid than you realize. Every time I poisoned him, I had to hide away at home for a few days because I was so scared of getting caught.
Look, I know it has not been easy for you, my friend. We appreciate all your hard work. But, I have to say, you really are quite a genius at poisoning people. I mean, the poison we brought from Snezhnaya is as strong as this wine, but you found a way to turn it into an imperceptible, slow-acting poison, and came up with the idea of delivering it through fish soup. What was it you said? Oh, yeah. You said the soup's fishy flavor neutralizes the pungency of the poison, and this process even makes the soup tastier as a result. How did you think of that?
It struck me one day when I was fishing. I'm lucky it did. Otherwise, I'm not sure I would have been able to fool Uncle Tien.
You have performed excellently. The Fatui will continue to provide the support you need to consolidate your position as Tien Shu. Of course, this is as long as you continue to do as we instruct.
So maybe not intimidating?
Aside from Qingshu Pool, we also have some other requests for you, which we will inform you of in due course.
Don't worry. Whatever tasks you have for me, I will perform them diligently.
Did you hear that? It was poison! That's why Uncle Tien hasn't been feeling well recently. It's all Jurye's doing. What a nasty guy! Seize him!
Not so fast. I want more.
Hold on. Did you bring a camera?
Yes, I always
If
have a
not,
camera.
You can use mine. This is quite a scene. We have to capture it for posterity.
I hope you can use it without a flash.
Excellent liquor. We've, seen no progress on the diplomatic front, and everyone has been eyeing up the treasure of Qingshu Pool. It's been a real headache for me. But soon, everything will be taken care of, and I can report back on a successful mission. Thank you, Juryi. I remember when I first saw you. I knew right away that you would make a good partner for us. Hey, do you still remember what I said to you?
How could I forget? You said a lowly commoner like me could never be seen as a serious candidate for the Tianshu, no matter how hard I work. The only way is for you to shine bright in the Tianshu's darkest moment. I think you were absolutely right.
Yes. Under normal circumstances, the gap between you and other people could only ever grow wider over time.
So he was manipulated.
Just look at your two competitors. Chen Wei had wealth. Ming Boa had reputation. But you had nothing. You were just another nobody. And that's why I decided to help you. You know, there's an old saying in the Fatui. Give a starving dog a bone, and it'll guard your home for the rest of its life.
Remember, we were told about how he thinks very little of himself. Remember, they played on that.
Yes. I cannot thank you enough for your generous support.
You know, the best thing about you is that you do as you're told without complaining. Hey, keep up the good work, and I can assure you, you'll never have to worry about Mora again.
Oh, we'll probably, hopefully be done soon, and then we won't need a break. I think we're getting towards the end here.
Heck, when you're not in the company of the Fatui, you'll be able to throw your weight around as much as you want. How about that?
Uncle Gao said that Jur-E has low self-esteem. Seems he was right. He was worried that whatever advantage he might have now will diminish over time, so the Fatui persuaded him that he should act while he can. Do you have any more film in the camera?
I don't think I can run out of film.
Then get ready to use it. Tonight's grand finale should be coming up any minute now. How well this goes for us depends on how Jur-E plays his hand.
Ooh, is there any more alcohol? Go on. Fill me up. I'm in a good mood today, and I'm gonna drink my fill. Make sure to get me home safely afterward.
I still feel like there's something more going on here. He
There's
seems
only a
too
little
smart
left.
for this.
Here, I'll fill your glass. If you like it, I can bring you some more next time.
I wonder if he's poisoning him right now since the alcohol's really strong. Remember fish soup?
Whoa, this is the good stuff. It is great. Huh?
Do I win?
Jur-E, you poisoned my wine? But when?
You seem surprised, Mr. Yusupov.
How could you?
How could I not? I've sacrificed years of my life studying and reflecting to prepare myself for this position. And in the end, I even had to poison my own teacher. You really think I'd put myself through all that just to become your little puppet? I don't want to bow down to anyone ever again. And that includes you.
You imbecile. It's the Fatui who got you to where you are. Do you understand? If I disappear with no explanation, the embassy will come after you. They'll get to the bottom of this. Mark my words.
Do you see the haystack in the corner? Underneath it is a pile of explosives. And next door in the dark room are the 3 undercover agents you sent to infiltrate the Black Cliff Forge.
Is that where we
I'm
are?
gonna stay here till I see you slip into unconsciousness. Then I'm gonna set this on fire. Once the flames burn through the hay, they'll ignite the explosives, the ruins will collapse, and everything will be buried.
What do you hope to?
That's quite a way to
I
hide
took
a body.
the liberty of leaving some evidence of your contact with the undercover agents at the Black Cliff Forge. It won't take long for people to join the dots. 2 missing person cases will become one as the truth gradually reveals itself. The Fatui planted undercover agents in the Black Cliff Forge to steal their signature ruin-grade explosives. Their plan was to blow through the solid floor tiles in the dead of night and seize the treasure of Qingshu Pool. But things didn't quite go to plan. Mistakes were made that led to the accidental deaths of the entire crew. Faced with the overwhelming evidence, the embassy won't investigate this any further. In fact, they'll be only too happy to blame it all on a rogue operation by you.
See? I said he seemed too smart for this.
It explains why you acted alone, while exonerating the rest of the embassy of any liability. Of course, none of that will have anything to do with me. When all of this comes to my attention, I'm afraid I'll have no choice but to cancel the Qingshu Pool redevelopment plan immediately. I guess then, I'll be Tianshu in my own right, with a clean record and well out of the Fatui's reach.
Jur-E, do you really think you're gonna get away with this? The
He might have.
Fatui has a record of everything. That includes the poison, all interactions between us, even my trip here tonight. After I die, they'll come looking, and they'll get to the bottom of this.
A record? Oh, you must mean the one in the hands of your second-in-command, Theophan?
How do you know about that?
Because when you contacted me, I also made contact with your associates. I have Theophan to thank for providing me with the poison I used on you today. He'll help me tie up all the loose ends. After all, your untimely demise comes with a few perks for him. He has been eyeing your position for a long time now.
That traitor! Jur-E, you...
Shh. Relax. It's over. After tonight, everyone gets what they want. And anyone else in the know is either my accomplice or about to be taken out of the picture. Sweet dreams, Mr. Yusupov.
Oof. Why wouldn't you shoot a hydro arrow? It's fire. How easily could you have knocked that torch into the hay and lit everything on fire because you just shot a normal arrow when you have the ability to douse the fire? Think, Yelan. I expect better from you.
I did a little surveying on the way here and found that you'd left yourself 3 escape routes in case things went south. I have them all surrounded. If you're thinking of trying anything, save yourself the effort. The game's up. We were here the whole time and have pictures of everything. They came out pretty nicely. Want to see them?
The game's up? Forgive me, I'm not quite sure what you're referring to, Miss Yelan.
She just told you she has
I happened to discover
pictures.
a Fatui operation here, so I approached them on the pretext of joining forces and eventually brought them down from within. If it pleases you, Miss Yelan, I'd be only too happy to have you join me in investigating this matter.
This is how you want to play it, huh?
This is how confident he
Fine.
is.
You do you. All we need to do to convict you is establish that the poison in his system is the same as in Uncle Tien's. Nothing else you wanted to add? Let's leave it there then. Time to go.
One wrong move and it all comes crashing down. I should have been more careful. You followed him here, didn't you? I was so focused on keeping myself out of sight, I forgot he was a potential liability.
Boof noises.
Let's talk about this, Yelan. I gave you my word that I would live up to the Tianshu name, and that much I can still guarantee.
Yeah, no. Nope. You did a whole bunch of bad.
Your point being?
When I take office, I can guarantee that I will act in your best interests. In fact, all of you here tonight can expect very generous treatment in the future.
No.
I don't deny that I used underhanded methods to get here. But given my lowly origins, what other choice did I have?
To be honest?
You still don't get it, do you? Even now. What do you think?
Yeah, what will Uncle Tien think? Sure.
Exactly. Jur-E, clever people can always come up with a good excuse. But while you might be able to get other people to believe you, you'll never be able to deceive yourself. There's nothing wrong with wanting to win other people's respect, but when has Uncle Tien ever looked down on you? He was like a teacher and a father to you, but you chose to repay that by poisoning him. Whatever positive goal you may have started out with, you threw it away in that moment.
Yep.
That's enough.
Of course. What makes this even crueler is that you managed to convince yourself there was no other way. Uncle Tien was always going to give you this opportunity, even if you'd done nothing at all. Out of everyone in the world, he is the one who trusts you the most. So much that he drank your fish soup without doubting you, not for 1 second.
That's enough. That's enough.
What, you gonna pretend to be sad now?
Like fishing. It cannot be rushed. Whatever you do, impatience will accomplish nothing. I was just like you once, desperate to prove myself. Only later did I realize things do not always turn out the way you plan, but you have to keep calm to carry on. You're still young. Be patient, believe in yourself, and don't look outside yourself to prove your value. Where's Jury these days? It's been a long time since he last paid me a visit.
Maybe he's just busy.
Well, next time, if he doesn't bring a pot of piping hot fish soup, don't let him in.
Whatever you were thinking about, you'll have plenty of time to mull it over in prison. Oh, I almost forgot. If the Fatui find out what happened today, prison might not turn out to be the safest place for you. Trying to have friends on both sides, it has a way of turning everyone against you.
Yep.
But right now, I have an opportunity for you.
Huh?
Sorry, things are about to get extremely busy for me. Let's meet at Yenshan Tea House tomorrow morning. I'll have someone remove the explosives. Then, there's someone I have to go and see.
Need our help with that?
No, it could be dangerous. You should leave this one to the professionals.
Okay.
Don't worry. As long as they're willing to cooperate, this'll be a straightforward deal. Get some rest. See you tomorrow.
Treasure. Rewards. Yes. Can I just beat these up? No. I have to burn them. And you know we have to. Oh wait, we can't change characters though. Well, we can't burn them then. No secrets. All these little hidey holes and no secrets? Not a single one? I'm disappointed.
Boring.
No secrets. That's where we came from. Sad face. Okay. Oops. Wrong thing. Pause for a second. Be right back. Need a bathroom break. So you guys all take your breaks too if you need to. You can listen to the nice Genshin music. I'll be right back. Let me do thing. Here we go. Be right back. All right. We're back. We're ready. Continue. We have to wait until 8, I think it said. There we go. Alright. We waited until 8. Oh, it wants us to go all the way back to Liyue. Excuse me. Thank you, Teal. This is good timing, actually, getting done with this soon here, because I am running out of drink. Thank you, Def.
There is now no poison left in his system.
Good.
But recovery from the damage already done will not happen overnight.
Dr. Baiju, is my father going to be...
You needn't worry too much. Keep taking the prescribed medicine every day, and a full recovery will take at most 2 to 3 years.
2 to 3
it's
years?
Good we caught it in time. A few days
Wow.
later, and the toxin would have built up in the internal organs. At that point, things would have been much more serious.
How did they successfully secure such a seldom-seen poison? It seems the Fatui are extremely resourceful. Unfortunately for them, they were up against us.
Uncle Tien will be heading off now. Remember to get plenty of rest and avoid overexerting yourself while you're recovering.
Don't worry, I will. Thank you very much.
Baiju's flippy flaps. Love his hair.
And you're here too? Thank you for all you've done to resolve this situation. And I'll have to make some tea in a moment. You simply have to try it.
Okay, but are you good?
Yes, the exhaustion seems to have gone. My mind is steadily getting clearer again.
Good.
Luckily, it looks like choosing the Tianshu's successor is suddenly not such a pressing issue after all.
Well, unless he still wants to retire.
My work is mostly wrapped up, so I thought I'd take a minute to check in here. The assessment process comes to an end here, Uncle Tien. In my opinion, Zhi is not suitable for the position. But Qianwei and Mingbo both have potential.
Is that a mole? Or is that something that they messed up in her model? If you know, you know.
People can change their loyalties easily. I've always known this. But whenever it happens, it's still a dismal experience.
Is it just Paimon, or is Uncle Tien not that surprised?
For Yelan. She has this random dot that keeps showing up on her right breast. And I don't know why. It just kind of randomly shows up sometimes. I don't know if it's a mole or if they messed up the model.
Don't underestimate Uncle Tien. He wouldn't have appointed me as assessment officer if he hadn't had his doubts about Zhi. Normally, the Yue High Pavilion would be responsible for assessing the candidates. Isn't that right, Uncle Tien?
Ah, but there's been scenes where we couldn't see it, even though we should have been able to. That's why I'm questioning it.
Yes, to be quite honest, I wanted to trust him unreservedly. But I have to be responsible with the position of Tianshu. When I first met Zhi, I wondered if he had approached me with a hidden agenda. So I secretly investigated him. I concluded that he had no ulterior motives whatsoever. He just saw me as an ordinary fishing friend. In the end, even he changed. But when did it start?
You know, who knows? He said he's been planning this for years. So...
I never had any plans to recommend him directly, but I always intended to give him the chance to compete on a level playing field. Family background and fame mean everything to many people, but I don't attach great importance to them. I had no reputation to speak of when I first became Tianshu. I relied on Ganyu's assistance for all manner of things. What I really admired about Zhi was his intelligence and resilience.
I have to admit, he's a smart guy, and very cautious. The intel suggests that the Fatui saw him as very low risk, but Jur-E was still extremely careful with the poisoning. He chose that specific liquor from Shinue Kiosk because the fiery flavor would mask the bitterness of the poison, and he chose to wait until the Fatui official was drunk and had his guard down before delivering it to him. He also installed a secret compartment in the wine pot he bought to hold the poison. As the amount of liquor went down, he'd shake the pot to release the poison from the compartment into the liquor.
Aha!
Afterwards, we also found he had an antidote on him. Had the Fatui official grown suspicious, Jur-E would have drunk the poisoned wine himself, and then found an opportunity to take the antidote shortly afterwards.
But that's still really dangerous.
Yes, had he drunk the poisonous wine, he still would have faced serious health consequences despite taking the antidote. He didn't hesitate to put himself in harm's way to achieve his goal.
How is Jerry now?
Fine.
Well, I mean, he's sitting in a jail cell. Like Yanfei says, everyone who breaks the law has to pay the price.
Yep.
Still, he's cooperating. He didn't turn down my offer to strike a deal. I'll make sure there are plenty of guards around to keep him safe from anything the Fatui might be planning.
A deal? Does this have to do with what you said to him when you arrested him?
Yes, Jur-E's not the one I'm interested in. If he was as far as this went, I'd have handed the case off to my subordinates as soon as I realized. But once the Fatui became involved, things got a whole lot more interesting. I thought I might have the chance to catch a big fish.
Well, did you?
I feel like we
Almost.
kinda did.
Unfortunately, it slipped off the hook at the last second.
Aw.
Uncle Tian? Yelan? What are you talking about? Paimon doesn't understand.
Well, obviously there was probably something else or somebody else behind all of this, not just this one guy. There are people above people in the Fatui organization.
Jur-E colluded with the Fatui to try and secure the position of Tianshu. Or, to put it the other way around, the Fatui made an attempt to interfere in the Tianshu selection process. With Yusupov in our hands and a statement from Jur-E, we could afford to continue with a diplomatic offensive. Also, we'd be able to gain control of Theophan, Yusupov's second-in-command. Then we'd have a pawn in the ranks of the Fatui. Pawns like this can be major assets. They open up all sorts of new options.
But also, we could go further up the chain.
Why else did you think I was investing so much time and effort into this case?
So, okay, well, did your plan succeed?
Well,
We got
she implied it
halfway.
didn't.
The first part went off without a hitch, and we passed all the information on to Lady Ningguang. But when we tried to make contact with Theophan, he was gone, along with all the evidence.
Oh.
The Fatui must be spying on us. Otherwise, they'd never been able to respond so quickly.
I found out from other sources that the Harbinger Regrator got involved.
Who's that?
The Fatui's main forces aren't concentrated here. Regrator was only treating this as a peripheral concern. It's a pity that Theophan got away. But knowing which Harbingers are still looking at Liyue is something. It gives me a starting point for my next mission.
So Regrator is the guy above the guy that we need to find, sounds like.
I have to ask, Yelan, do you have any desire to take over the position of Tianshu yourself? I remember you showed some interest a few days ago at Yenshang Tea House. In my estimation, you are more than competent.
Oh, that. I was obviously joking. I prefer my current life. There's danger and there's excitement. Although it'd still be a behind-the-scenes role, as Tianshu, I wouldn't have the chance to get involved in anything truly clandestine or face any real danger.
Yeah, probably not.
All right, I'm done here. Time for me to go. I'm heading off again in a few days, and I still have to prepare.
Where are you off to this time?
As you might have guessed, it's for me to know and you to find out.
As usual.
But I'm sure if you keep going as you are, getting yourselves involved in other people's business all the time, you're sure to get caught up in another misadventure before too long. Maybe I'll see you the next time danger beckons. Until then, keep your wits about you. A lot of people are watching you for a lot of reasons. If you have any more questions, just ask Uncle Tian. After the recent turn of events, I'd say he owes you one, wouldn't you?
Sure, but I mean, I don't really care. Neat. That was a fun story. See if there's any other... Nope, no quests after, it looks like. Cool. Got some Primo Gems, too. I like Primo Gems. It looks like that is it for story, then. Seems we're all caught up. I like Yelan. It was fun working with her. She's interesting. And she's smart. Good thinker. Let's see. That'll be it for today. So stick around a moment. Let's find a raid target. See who we've got. Gotta wait for Twitch to load. Okay. We got Pokemon. We could do Pokemon. Yeah? We can do Pokemon. I think this is someone we haven't actually raided before. So, it'll be interesting. Pokemon Goes. Get the raid message. So go ahead and grab that. Copy paste. If you have the emote, you can go ahead and throw that on the end. There you go. And if you don't, as usual, you know, just go ahead and throw whatever you have on the end that's cute. I love seeing all the emotes. So, put whatever you have. Go ahead, grab it, and let's get ready. Thank you everyone for coming. It was fun. Nice chill story time. We've got some other just random bits and pieces to work on for the next few days. So we'll do that. But that's it for the regular story. So I will see you all next time. Probably tomorrow. Maybe we'll head over to Mezarumi Island. You all have a great evening. Go get dinner or whatever meal happens to be coming up for you. Thanks again. Bye-bye, everyone. Choo-choo.